In this series, I'll be surviving in the How to Train Your Dragon Minecraft mod, the Isle of Berk. This mod adds dozens of dragons to the world with unique colors, abilities, and rare spawns scattered throughout the map. I could have done this as a 100-day challenge, but that's not really the point of this series. I want to take my time, really explore everything this mod pack has to offer, and bring you along as we experience the process together. My goals are to collect as many different types of dragons as possible, build a proper home for each one, and eventually obtain a light knight, a combination between a night fury and a light fury. As I loaded in for day 0, I started by chopping down some wood and checking the minimap to get a better idea of my surroundings. That's when I noticed a fairly large dragon raider ship nearby, so I made a mental note of it. As I moved through the forest, I made sure to kill any chickens I came across. Food was important early on, but chickens were especially useful for taming dragons later. I spent some time exploring the village and ended up collecting a few chickens, which I put into a house to breed. My goal was to have a chicken farm, but I ended up just abandoning the idea and leaving them all in there, and I just never came back. While I was checking out the village, I stopped by the blacksmith and found some iron, including an iron sword and a pair of iron pants, which was a really solid start. Then I collected some dragon nip just to make exploring a little safer around other dragons. Then I headed back out into the forest looking around at some of the smaller dragons and continued to explore the area. At this point, I really focused on gathering food by killing a bunch of sheep and cows to prepare for dragon feeding later. By the end of my killing spree, my inventory was packed with food, which meant I was in a really good spot heading into the next day. As night fell, I made my way back to the village and went to bed. And when I woke up, day 1 had officially begun. I started day 1 by heading into the forest and looking at all the smaller dragons again because I really wanted to tame a terrible terror. That's when I came across a terrible terror variant named Pain. I was really excited. This was my first dragon and I knew exactly what I needed to do. I headed into the ocean to collect some fish, and after a bit of patience, Pain finally became my friend.
Alright, Pain, you're gonna bring the pain if someone's ever giving me any pain. Alright, you got that?
With Pain by my side, I started heading back towards the village, and that's when everything went wrong. Somehow, I completely missed a hideous sippleback sitting in the trees, even though it was literally right in my face. At first, I didn't even realize what was happening until I saw smoke, and I thought it was coming from something else, until I realized it was a dragon attacking me. I ran into a nearby house, and then I heard a massive explosion. I closed the door, but I was already getting hit, and before I could even react, Pain was gone.
No, they killed Pain! Pain's dead!
Even though Pain was gone, I didn't stop. I kept going. And I promised myself I'd come back for revenge. I spent the rest of the day just walking around and exploring, trying to calm down and figure out what to do next. That's when I stumbled across a stinger, and this one was glowing. It was honestly one of the most beautiful dragons I've seen so far. I checked my inventory and I realized I had enough raw mutton to tame it, so I spent the rest of the day slowly earning its trust. After some patience, the stinger finally loved me. I was genuinely really happy about it despite the previous events. So I went ahead and crafted a saddle. I sat there for a bit trying to think of a name, and eventually I settled on Lavender. Me and Lavender headed back to the village, and I ended up going to bed on a much better note. It is now day 3. I'm actually really excited about today because I get to tame a deadly netter. Now, I just tamed a stinger, but the only thing about stingers is they don't really fly. They just kind of do a really big jump. So I kind of just hopped my way around the forest trying to look for a deadly netter and killed some chickens on the way since that's what deadly netters eat. I eventually found one, but he wasn't quite friendly. After the long journey back, I used Dragon Nip to make sure that she wouldn't attack me while I grabbed my stuff. I came back and used the rest of the Dragon Nip I had on me and the raw chicken to tame her. Once she liked me, I had her follow me and Lavender back to the village. As we came back, we came across a stinger stable. I thought it was pretty cool seeing all the different kinds of stinger variants, which I hadn't seen before. I ended up repurposing the stinger stable as a stable for my own. And then I saddled up my brand new deadly netter and we went out to fly. We came across several ships, which I looted, and then I saw this really weird hut with the dragon sitting out front. I had no clue what this was. I don't know whose dragon was it or if it was tameable or not. I ended up going inside and searching around only to find fish. This was good because I needed fish to tame other kinds of dragons, so I ended up looting the entire hut and left. For a couple days, I looted some villager boats and tried to stock up on as much as I possibly could. I found iron, diamonds, and even enchanted books, but all of these weren't as important as the meat on the boats. I'd find fish, raw mutton, and even raw pork chop. This was incredibly useful as I didn't have to keep breeding or farming for animals. All I had to do was keep looking for these trading boats and looting all their materials. Lucky for me, these boats are incredibly common throughout the sea if you just fly around. Throughout the night, I flew past these cliffs. These cliffs are important because that's where night furies spawn. I thought that if I flew around enough, I'd be able to spot one and come back to it later to tame, but there was none to be found. But I found this really cool bone napper, so I'll definitely be coming back for him later. As I continued to explore, I found this really weird ship that was kind of sunk into the mountain. I was gonna go look to see if it had anything on it, but I got a little too close to a monstrous nightmare and he almost burnt me to a crisp. After everything that happened, I flew back home and put my deadly natter back into her pen. Then I cleaned up the stable a little bit. I ran over to the village, dropped off all my items into one of the chests, and got straight to work. I started mining all the village's stone and all the wood I could. I didn't want anything too fancy yet, but I had a very clear idea in mind. Something Nordic or something Viking inspired. While I was building, I completely forgot one important thing. Gronkles are aggressive towards any kind of weapon. So the second I pulled out my axe, I instantly got killed.
Bro. Oh my.
When I came back to grab my stuff, this Gronkle was literally standing there staring at me, guarding my grave and taunting me. And before I could even react, he killed me yet again. Only then did he go back to staring at me. After that little setback, the house finally started coming together. The early structure was looking good, and I could already picture where everything was going to go. There were a few bumps along the way, but once I fixed that roof, it really started to come together. Anyways, here's the finished house. This build might look like it took about 30 seconds on screen. I know, it's looking a little rough, but in reality, it took me about an hour and a half. After finishing up the house, I geared up for the next day. I knew I wanted to head back out and tame more dragons, so I went to bed, and then when I woke up, I immediately hit my head.
Did I just hit my head on that?
I don't know why, but the noise completely distracted me. Anyways, once I finally moved on from that, I went to check on my deadly natter, who was clearly enjoying some extra beady rest. I hopped on and we headed straight towards a dragon raider ship. I scoped out the ship and all the dragons on board, and that's when I saw it, a toxic fury. It was honestly stunning. Bright and colorful, almost butterfly-like. Getting to it, though, was a nightmare. There were way too many dragon raiders on the ship, so landing wasn't even an option. I had to mine my way towards it, hoping I wouldn't draw too much attention, but that didn't last long. The raiders noticed, and suddenly arrows were flying not just at me, but at the toxic fury too. I was trying to break the dragon free, while it attacked me, and while the raiders shooted at both of us. I used dragon nip and some cod to start the taming, but it had already hurt me, and my deadly natter started to bite at it. At one point, I genuinely thought my natter was going to kill it. When the toxic fury finally hit 100% tamed, I jumped off my natter and mounted the toxic fury, and immediately, my deadly natter attacked it. The toxic fury kicked me off, and the two of them took to the sky and locked in on a full aerial fight. It looked incredible, but I wasn't even enjoying it. Terrified, I was about to lose another dragon. After what felt like forever, the chat message appeared.
What?
The toxic fury finally descended. He had won. I won't lie, losing my deadly natter hurt, especially since I also lost pain. But standing there, watching this incredible dragon survive, and at the very least, I came out of it with something unforgettable. After that, I went back to the ship and grabbed whatever loot I could, trying not to get shot too much by the raiders. Once I was done, I took one last look around to see if there was any other dragons worth grabbing, and then I flew off. Not long after, I spotted another dragon raider ship and headed straight towards it. And then that's when something crazy happened. The ship was packed with dragons, including 2 night furies I really wanted. One of them was the Stardust variant, which was easily my favorite. There was also another blue night fury I hadn't seen before, and somehow Toothless and Hiccup were on the ship too, which is honestly pretty funny.
Hiccup and Toothless on here.
As I started breaking out one of the night furies, a thunderstorm rolled in. The dragon began calling down lightning, striking the ship over and over again for a minute straight. Seeing it up close was pretty terrifying. It genuinely felt like Zeus himself was trying to strike me down. Realizing I wasn't prepared, I flew off to gather more cod before attempting the tame. Once I had enough, I headed back towards the ship. I grabbed my dragon nip and went straight for the Stardust Dragon. At first, I tried reaching it through a small opening I had made, but it quickly became obvious that wasn't going to work. So instead, I decided to fully break it out of its cage and just hope it wouldn't fly straight into the ship and get shot by dragon raiders. Luckily, it didn't, but taming it still was really difficult. I had to avoid getting attacked by the Stardust Dragon while also making sure my own dragon didn't attack it. I tried sitting my dragon on top of a boat and then jumped into the water to tame the Stardust Dragon, which for some reason was swimming and not flying. Even underwater, it was still shooting at me. I felt like I was dodging underwater attacks, and every time I got close, it would back away. Eventually, I ran out of dragon nip, which meant I had to swim all the way back in the dark water, and honestly, that was terrifying. I mean, just listen to this. Once I made it back, I hopped on my dragon and flew back to the land where I decided to rest in a village and sleep. The next morning, I grabbed more dragon nip and went back out searching for the Stardust Dragon. This time, I ended up taming it mid-air, consistently dodging its attacks and making sure my dragon didn't hurt it. Eventually, I found a position where my dragon stopped attacking, which meant I could finally ride the Stardust Dragon without them fighting. And just like that, the Stardust Dragon was tamed. I was honestly so happy. I took a moment just to look at her. She's absolutely beautiful. After that, I headed back to the Dragon Raider ship for the second Night Fury I had seen earlier. This one had a blue butterfly-like appearance, and getting to it was not easy. I tried finding a safe spot to land, but when I finally did and attempted to feed the dragon nip, it attacked me and dropped me down to 2.5 hearts.
This guy is literally so ungrateful. Like, I'm saving you right now. Like, would you rather be stuck in there?
At that point, I realized there was no other option but to completely break it out. I kept shooting at the ship until eventually it flew out on its own. I tried using the same mid-air taming strategy as before, but it ended up flying right back onto the ship. Eventually, I found a much better position to tame it, and you guessed it, I ran out of dragon nip again. So once more, I flew all the way back to the village, slept, grabbed more dragon nip, and came straight back. This time, it finally worked. I tamed the Night Fury and rode him back with me. He looked incredible.
Honestly, so cool. He's got a little divot in his eye.
With all that done, I gathered up my dragons and finally flew home. I was honestly so excited. I had already had 3 Night Furies, and I'd made so much progress in such a short amount of time. I was really hoping to find a Light Fury, but I never ended up seeing one. Still, I love all 3 of these dragons, and I have no idea what to name them. So let me know in the comments what you think I should name them. A new day began, and I decided it was finally time to fix up the stable. I immediately got to collecting materials again, building up stone walls and adding small archways to give each dragon their own space. Unfortunately, this was at the cost of the village. I pretty much destroyed half of the village at this point, so I felt pretty bad. At least the barn looks organized. After that, I did a bit of house decorating. I dyed some carpet and placed it in a diagonal pattern just to add a little bit more character. Then I just added some flowers I found earlier around the house, just to give it a touch of scenery. Once that was done, it was time to head back out and explore again. I took a quick look at the nearby Dragon Raider ship, mostly just to see what kinds of dragons were on board, but there wasn't anything really too exciting at this time, but I still checked all the raiders' chests. They usually have materials you don't find on normal trader boats anyways. As I was looking around at the trader boats, I grabbed this painting, and once I placed it in my house, it was the Mona Lisa of some dragon, and I thought it was hilarious, and I made it a pretty prominent piece in my house. Eventually, I realized I needed to find a snow biome, and I had found a crate of eggs on the trader ship, and I needed a snow wraith tooth to open it. As I went flying around to search for a snow wraith tooth, I came across a really cool Japanese-style village, and shortly after that, I ended up getting sidetracked because I spotted a squirrel. At first, I thought I had to tame it just using fish and just the methods that I used originally, but later, I found out that wasn't the case. I died, and I realized that squirrels actually needed to be brought down to half health to tame, and that turned out to be a problem. Every time I tried to damage it, the squirrel was in the air, and when it finally landed, it would just regenerate all of its health. After struggling with that for a while, I just decided to abandon the entire idea altogether, and I instead went back to search for a snow wraith. The fight with the snow wraith was honestly way harder than I ever expected. Every time I lined up a shot, it would take off into the air, completely denying me any real chance to hit it, and this just kept repeating. I'd finally damage it while it was on the ground, watch it regenerate its health, fly back up into the sky, and then come right back down like nothing happened. It was exhausting, and I finally backed out and decided to try something different. I thought bringing my dragons might be the answer, that if I could overwhelm it. I was nervous about putting my dragons at risk, but I trusted the damage the Night Furies usually dealt, since it killed my natter. So I came back with 2 of them, ready for this fight to finally be over. And then nothing. They didn't even attack, and they didn't react. They just kind of stayed where I put them, but then out of nowhere the snow wraith stopped running. It stayed grounded and gave me clear shots, and I didn't waste the opportunity. I kept firing shot after shot, and honestly, look at this hit. And just like that, the fight that felt impossible was finally over. The fight with the snow wraith was honestly way harder than I ever expected. And then I checked the drops. No tooth, just scales. The struggle, the time, and the risk, it felt completely pointless. And that might have been the most frustrating part of it all. After failing to find another snow wraith, I decided to stop searching and just explore instead. I was keeping an eye out for another night fury or maybe even a light fury, but that's when I came across a shadow snatcher. It was black with yellow glowing features, and I thought that was pretty cool. I honestly love any type of glowing dragon. I thought taming it was going to be difficult based on what I read, but it was actually pretty easy. I used the same taming methods I had been using for my other dragons, just dragon nip and some salmon. Once it was tamed, I rode it straight back home and settled it into its new stable. After that, I decided I wanted to get crafting on dragon armor. That's when I realized I needed gronkle iron, and figuring out how to get it was a process. After a lot of confusion, and eventually found out you have to feed gronkles granite or smooth stone, and then you wait. Honestly, a lot. Eventually though, it worked, and my gronkle finally processed 1 iron. Yay! While exploring, I also found a wave render egg. I just kind of left it alone to hatch for a while, but nothing really happened. I tried looking it up online, and some people said it needed to be submerged in water, but when I came back, the egg was just floating as an entity. At this point, I don't even know what to do, so please let me know in the comments. The next day, I focused almost entirely on getting more gronkle iron. I kept feeding the gronkle stone and eventually got a few pieces of gronkle iron, but it still wasn't enough. So I started mining more stone, and that's when I realized I somehow had completely run out of coal. Instead of going mining again, I flew back to the Dragon Raider ship and grabbed some dried kelp, and used that as fuel instead, as it was way more efficient. After that, I headed into the ocean to collect black dye, which meant killing a bunch of squids. And honestly, being underwater was creepy, but also really cool. You could see the sun rays coming through the water, and it genuinely made me want to do a whole series just surviving underwater. Let me know in the comments if you guys would want to see that. Once I had everything I needed, I went back and fed the gronkle even more stone, until I finally had enough gronkle iron. I crafted the helmet, the boots, and the chest plate. After that, I realized I needed leather, so I went out and killed a few cows, and some horses as well. I'm sorry. With that done, I finally crafted the last piece, the leggings. I put the full armor set on, and honestly, I looked pretty beefy in this. I don't know how I really feel about it, but I'm hoping it gives me some kind of fire resistance, but even if it doesn't, it's still incredibly tanky armor. Anyways, a brand new day hit and I knew exactly what I wanted to do. Earlier, I had spotted a sand wraith, so I headed out to hunt some tropical fish to see if I could tame it. When I found him again, he didn't make it easy at first. He attacked me right away, but using dragon nip and a bit of patience, along with some fish, I was eventually able to calm her down. And just like that, she was tamed. Honestly, it was a pretty easy tame overall, just like all my other dragons, and I didn't mind taking a moment to appreciate her. Those blue eyes immediately stood out, and since blue is easily my favorite color, this one felt extra special. Not long after that, I came across another dragon I had seen earlier. This one looked interesting. Red body, purple wings, and definitely a unique combo. He tried shooting at me a few times, but for some reason he just wouldn't fully turn around to shoot at me. So I used the same taming methods as before, dragon nip and fish, and surprisingly, it worked pretty easily. Once I had both dragons, I flew everyone back home. I slept through the night, and when morning came, I checked on my windwalker. Watching him fly in first person was honestly hilarious. He moves so bouncy, and seeing his head bob around made me laugh. After settling him into his stall, I decided it was finally time to upgrade my Shadow Snatcher's space, since he was a bigger dragon. I grabbed my axe and got to chopping wood, and started laying out all the first parts of the build. I didn't have a full blueprint, but I had a clear idea of what I wanted. an outdoor style stable where the dragons stay outside, but the structure feels enclosed enough and intentional. At first I tried using platforms, like the whole thing was just being held up by wooden supports, but when I tried placing my shadow snatcher down just for size reference, he just wouldn't sit still on a half slab, so I switched to full planks and I still had to expand the area and adjust the layout. And after a bit of trial and error, he finally sat. From there, everything came together. I worked on the roof, finishing the sides, and made the inside feel a bit more rustic. Then I expanded the platform one last time, added final details, and just stepped back to look at it. And honestly, I loved it. It turned out way better than I expected, especially considering I didn't follow any kind of template. That said, let's talk about today. Instead of focusing on building or organizing, I wanted this video to be more straightforward. No big construction projects until later, and no long prep sessions. Today is about one thing: taming dragons. So let's get into it. I went out with one goal in mind. I really wanted to find a monstrous nightmare. I had been thinking about them for a while, and I knew if I could tame one, it would be a huge step forward. But like most days in this world, things didn't go exactly as planned. After setting out, I found a hellstrike with 4 wings, and honestly, I couldn't ignore that. So I stopped, watched it for a moment, and decided I was going to try to tame it. I set my dragon, approached it carefully, and started the process. I knew the rules. I had to get it down to about 25% health, so I kept hitting it over and over, waiting for it to finally land. Eventually it did, but something strange happened. I kept giving it the required taming food, but it just wouldn't take it. No matter how many times I tried, nothing worked. I don't know if it was lag or glitch or just bad luck, but it just wasn't happening, so I stopped. I decided that it would have been better if I just came back and tried to tame him again or look for a different hellstrike. As I moved on, I came across a singe tail that was honestly stunning, so I stopped to look at it for a second. I really wanted to tame it, but I told myself to stay focused and keep moving. Not long after, too, I saw a songwing that was just another really cool dragon, but again, I passed it up. Then I found something I really didn't want to lose track of: a glowing bone napper. That one instantly caught my attention. I knew I wasn't ready to tame him yet since it required bones to tame, but I didn't want to forget where it was. So I marked it on my map and promised myself I'd come back for it later. And finally, after all of that wandering, I found what I was looking for: a monstrous nightmare. This guy was honestly super cool, and his variant was just what I was looking for, so I didn't hesitate and I went ahead and got to taming him.
Wait, did I get him? Oh wow, look at this guy. He's so cool. I think I might have a little mini collection of monstrous nightmares just because I really do like them.
As I was flying off, I was feeling pretty good about myself, and something else caught my eye. In the distance, a 2-winged night fury covered in a star-like pattern. I immediately stopped. I set my monstrous nightmare and went in for another tame. I kept getting kicked off again and again, and every time I thought it was close, he'd throw me right back off. It took some patience and timing and a lot of persistence, but eventually I got him. This night fury looks absolutely incredible. The blue gradient on his wings mixed with the stars just looks so cool. It honestly reminds me of the sky, especially at night. I really want to see what it's like flying with him after dark. After that, I came across another hellstrike. I wanted to get close enough to the hellstrike I had spotted to see if it was a melanistic variant. I wasn't even planning on taming it, I just wanted a better look. But with so many dragons around me getting in the way, I couldn't see properly and I got a little too close. And my night fury just immediately killed it. That one hurt. I really wanted that dragon, and for some reason, I keep making the same mistakes. I always think my dragons won't attack others, and they always do. At that point, I was done for the day. I flew back home and put my monstrous nightmare into his stall, and honestly, seeing him settle there made me smile. He looked so comfortable. And seeing his little head poke out in the front was just so funny. A lot of you also pointed out something really helpful in the comments. You mentioned that placing a torch next to the egg would help it incubate. So I went ahead and I crafted some torches and I let it start incubating. So if you guys haven't noticed by now, I have 8 stalls for smaller dragons and 9 small dragons. So you think about now, I would work on a barn for some more of my smaller dragons, especially since I need to find more in the future, but that's way too much work. So now I'm exploring again. I headed back out mostly just to see what was around me. Part of me was hoping to get lucky and find a bewilderbeast egg. Instead, I found something else entirely. A massive monument with a giant stinger inside. So I had a plan. I thought if I broke the top open, spawned the stinger, and stayed on my dragon, I could get close enough to tame it, right? And still fly away if things went bad. That did not happen. Instead, I got knocked straight off of my dragon, fell into the arena, got off by a guardian, and then just to add salt into the wound, I got hit directly into lava. And yeah, I died.
Oh my god. That was all my stuff. That was all my stuff.
When I spawned at home, I didn't even think about my gear. All I could think about was my dragon. I didn't want it to die, so I flew back, distracted the stinger, gosh, try to say that 5 times fast, long enough to pull my dragon away, crafted a stick, and made him follow me out. As we were escaping, I saw something almost unbelievable, something exactly what I wanted, a bewilderbeast den, with one of my favorite egg variants inside. Of course, there was also a dragon raider ship right next to it because why wouldn't there be? So I backed off. But hey, on the bright side, I found a bewilderbeast den, but losing all my stuff was genuinely frustrating. At that point, I knew I wasn't making good decisions anymore. So instead of making it worse, I did the smartest thing I could think of and I logged off. Sometimes in Minecraft, the best strategy is just to take a break. Alright, it was a new day and I was ready to get all my stuff back. I got straight to work and started looting as many Dragon Raider ships as I possibly could. And I'm not exaggerating. It was ship after ship. Ooh, look at the moon! Food, weapons, supplies, anything I could use to recover from what I had lost. Eventually, I felt prepared enough to head back to the bewilderbeast den. Before going in though, I knew there was a lot of dragon raiders nearby, so I couldn't take my time with this. Instead of slowly mining my way inside, I used my dragon to blast open an entrance and get in as quickly as possible. I just wanted in and out before anything could go wrong, or my dragon dying. Once I was inside, I started looking for the egg, and I knew I wasn't imagining it. I remember seeing it before. I just couldn't tell if I had come in through the wrong entrance or if it was hidden somewhere deeper in the den. I had seen earlier videos of the egg being in a similar place where I was already, but I was kind of confused at first, and then all of a sudden I heard a huge explosion behind me. That's when I came out and I noticed that some raiders were attacking my dragon. In defense, my dragon ended up blowing a hole in the area I exactly needed to be in. That area actually ended up having the bewilderbeast egg that I needed. So I grabbed the egg as quickly as possible and then I got out of there immediately. On my way back, I spotted a dragon raider riding a dragon variant I really wanted. But as far as I know, if you tame the dragon raider, they come as a package deal. And that means you don't actually get to ride the dragon yourself. So as painful as it was, I kept moving. Not long after that, I came across a massive dragon raider ship. I decided to look around and to my luck, I spotted a snow wraith, which was perfect because I needed a snow wraith tooth. Quick note here, I filmed all of this before I uploaded my first video, and a lot of you later told me in the comments that snow wraith teeth can actually be found on the dragon hunter's chief's desk inside the ship, not just from killing the snow wraith itself. I didn't know that at the time, so please forgive me for what happens next. I flew back home first because I didn't want to be overwhelmed by having another dragon follow me or forget I even had one following me in the first place. But on the way back, I noticed a light fury, and that was perfect because I needed a light fury to eventually get a nightlight. So I went ahead and tamed her, flew her back home, and made sure she was safe. And then I got right back to business. I headed back to the ship, broke the snow wraith out, and immediately started firing shots. Eventually, it went underwater, which honestly worked out in my favor because I was able to land the final hit down there. And the good news? He dropped a snow wraith tooth, exactly what I needed. The only issue was, while I was still in the water, my Night Fury decided he didn't want to come down far enough for me to hop on. He just kind of hovered there. Then for about 2 seconds, he finally dipped low enough for me to grab on. At this point, bro, I'm fully convinced this dragon is a GTA moderator. But it didn't stop there. Even though I had the tooth, I noticed a frozen biome right next to me, which meant storm cutters. So of course, I went straight in. Almost immediately, I found one with a really cool variant. I went ahead and tamed him, took a moment to look at him, and had him follow me back home. And then I saw it. A super cool looking skrill, and easily the coolest variant I've seen so far. Since I knew you had to get it below 25% health to tame it, I thought my stormcutter could do most of the work for me. But I got a little too excited.
Yeah, get him. Get him. Wait, don't get him too much. Don't get him too much.
I completely forgot to sit my dragon halfway through the process, and my stormcutter ended up killing it, which was extremely disappointing because that dragon was so cool. After that, I headed home and put my stormcutter into his pen and decided to focus on something I had been looking forward to for a while. I bred my Night Fury and my Light Fury together and got my very first nightlight egg. I placed the egg into its own pen and surrounded it with torches and let it start incubating. Then I made my way to open all the egg crates I had been saving. Inside I got a grunkle egg, a hobgoble egg, and a stalking bloom, which was awesome. But now it's time to address the elephant in the room. I officially have way too many dragons. So I immediately got to work on a brand new barn. I started by chopping down a bunch of trees and laying out structures for where the dragons are gonna go. At first though, I didn't know what my brain was thinking, but for some reason I started building it kind of like it was supposed to be a hangar, like a plane hangar. And it looked nothing like it at all. It didn't look good and it didn't make sense, and the longer I worked on it, the worse it got. So I did the only reasonable thing and I just scrapped the entire idea and just started over. But halfway through all of it, something exciting happened. My wave render egg hatched, and I was not expecting that variant at all, and it definitely caught me off guard.
So I looked up all the wave renders, and I think I possibly got the ugliest one out of all of them.
And yeah, I wasn't too pleased. Not long after that, my nightlight hatched as well, and yeah, I'm obsessed. He's so cute, and I love him so much. He looks like a little cat. After that little distraction, I went back to work. This time I decided to keep things simple. I built a barn in the same styles as my other houses, just wider so I had more room, and I kept chopping trees and laying things out, and slowly getting everything into place. My goal with this build was pretty ambitious. I wanted 16 separate spaces where I could store dragons. That way I had room to keep as many dragons as possible, since collecting them is one of my main goals. This version had already felt way better than what I was trying to do before. I kept working on the barn after that, going back and forth for more materials, adjusting things as I went, and doing my best to finally get the roof finished. I cleared out some dirt, built parts of the roof, and tweaked a few sections, and finally added some final touches. Once it was done, I started moving all my dragons into their new pens, and not long after that, my wave render finally grew up. And yeah, he's way bigger than a regular night fury. I did not expect that size difference at all. After that, I placed all my eggs into their spots and surrounded them with torches and let them start incubating. While I waited, I decided to take my nightlight out for some exploring. And when I say exploring, I mean everywhere. I filled out as much of the map as I possibly could, and that's when I came across something interesting. A light fury trapped in a cage on a dragon raider ship. I took out all the raiders around the ship, and while I was trying to break the dragon hunter spawner, I got a little too close to his grill, which almost killed me and my dragon. So I broke the skrill out to let it escape, and when I went back to dealing with the spawner, that's when I made another bad assumption. I thought the dragon hunters didn't do that much damage because I had fought them before. I thought my dragon could out damage them, but I was wrong. I ended up dying, and of course, I respawned in a random village super far away from home. So I walked, and I walked, and I walked, and eventually I made it all the way back home. I grabbed my dragon and flew back to the ship, broke the spawner properly this time, and grabbed my nightlight and got out of there. Back at home, I checked on the eggs. None of them had hatched yet, so I went back out again. Not long after, I found something really cool, a glowing blue night fury. There was also a red one nearby, but I had my eyes set on the blue one, since blue's my favorite color. So a choice was already made. I didn't want to tame both because I didn't think I had enough resources. I used my taming method, stayed patient, and eventually got him. On my way back home, he ran into an armor wing nest. I grabbed the egg and immediately left because he was not happy about that. When I finally got back home, I noticed something concerning. There was a huge tail sticking out of my barn. My bewilderbeast egg had hatched. What I didn't realize was that the egg had exploded when it hatched and completely tore apart the barn. I immediately panicked and tried to put out the fire as fast as I could.
Building this is not good.
And to make things even more chaotic, my hobgoblin hatched at the same time. So now I'm dealing with fire, destruction, and a brand new dragon all at once.
Okay, so now I have learned my lesson.
Looking at the damage afterwards, I was honestly pretty upset. So I immediately started fixing everything and rebuilding the barn and cleaning up all of the mess. Once everything was finally repaired, I took another look at my bewilderbeast, and honestly, despite all the distraction he made, he was super cool looking. And when I had him follow me, yeah, he looked really weird.
But he's very small right now. He's about the size of my night furies, which is pretty impressive. So why does he float like that? Oh my gosh, that's creepy. Oh my gosh, that's so creepy. He kind of looks, he's not red and white, but the way he's floating, it kind of looks like Omni-Man. This guy is gonna grow extremely big by the time we come back. And I mean like extremely big, it's probably gonna be like all the way up to there.
After that, things finally slowed down for a moment. I flew out again, and this time specifically looking for a snow wraith. After a while, I found one, and the taming process couldn't have gone smoother. I used raw mutton, stayed patient, and it worked. We flew back home, and I set him up in his own stall. Around this time, I also took your advice and grabbed a snow wraith tooth from one of the Dragon Raider ships. I brought it back home, smelted some stone, and fed it to my gronkle to get gronkle iron, and then combined everything to make what I needed: a gronkle iron snow wraith tooth. Unfortunately, I lost a lot of footage during this part, and that hurt because a lot happened. During the missing footage, I opened several egg crates and ended up getting a songwing egg, a changewing egg, a speed stinger, a whispering death, a flout snout, silver phantoms, a stormcutter, and a monstrous nightmare. Around the same time, my stalking bloom hatched. I also incubated my skrill egg, which hatched shortly after, and I got extremely lucky because it turned out to be a melanistic variant, which is extremely rare. After that, I went back out to incubate my whispering death egg and checked on my bewilderbeast. That's when I realized I wanted another nightlight. I grabbed some honeycomb from a nearby beehive while heading back, and I noticed something that caught me off guard. My bewilderbeast had grown. Standing next to it, it took up most of my screen, and when I climbed onto its head, my character was barely visible. I moved it to a better spot just so I could see it clearly. Then I bred my Night Fury and my Light Fury again, which gave me another nightlight egg. Not long after, my Whispering Death hatched. And isn't this the scariest you've ever seen? I can't imagine how this looks at night with a glowing variant. You know, just like two little glowing eyes looking at you. Then I set down my songwing egg to incubate and went out. And I collected more dragon crates to open more eggs. When I opened them, I got 2 thunderdrum eggs, a monstrous nightmare egg, and a sentinel egg. Then I went to go check up on both of my eggs, and my nightlight had hatched. He is so cute. Fortunately, my songwing hatched right after, and then I put him straight in a pen.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go out and get just a bunch of egg crates. I kind of want to take my new dragon, but he's still growing up, so I'm gonna go with this guy.
We headed out into a new direction and grabbed as many egg crates as possible. During our exploration, I came across this island and decided to take a little look, and thank God I did, because I stumbled across the coolest Night Fury I have ever seen. I panicked and grabbed my fish as fast as possible and landed my dragon. Then I snuck over to the lava Night Fury, and thankfully everything went smoothly. He didn't take off into the sky, and I was able to tame him super quickly.
Please. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Look at that.
We flew off and continued exploring for a bit longer, and after some waiting, we finally decided to head back home.
Oh, look how cool he is.
As soon as we got back, we took one more look at our lava Night Fury and opened all the egg crates we collected. Inside, we got 2 razor whips, a triple strike, a wave render, a dramillion, some skrills, hush gobbles, and sentinels. But luckily for us, we also pulled a light night egg and a Cassius alpha variant, the same as Hades.
We're gonna go ahead and try to hatch our nightlight egg. You know, last time we hatched this little guy. He's so cute. Sky Dancer Alpha variant. Very nice. So, these guys are kind of like twins, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, wait. Actually, I want him to sit. Hold on. Wait. Don't go anywhere. Oh, he went right over. Oh. Look at him. They look the same, except their tail is different.
We decided to hatch and check up on our sand wraith egg.
I really want, they're called shattered sparks. I really want a shattered spark really bad, and we got no shattered sparks. But we have a lot of eggs to hatch. But I think in the meantime, actually, I think I'm gonna need another chest. Hold on. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna put down here what we want to hatch the most. I don't know how I feel about thunder bottoms, but I definitely want a triple strike. I definitely want a skrill napper. I think I'm gonna go with the toxic breather. I don't have a thunder bottom yet. Gronkle egg. I already have a gronkle. Let's do jade blade for the razor whip. Do the pearlescent poltergeist. Let's do the ice swing. A dramillion. We don't have a dramillion, so we definitely want an albino. We don't have a speed strike. We don't have this. We definitely want the melanistic.
After deciding which eggs we wanted to hatch, later we packed up and decided to fly out. Me and Hades took to the sky with a clear goal in mind. We wanted to collect glow squids so that we can finally make our nameplates glow. I wanted the names to be brighter and easier to read. We flew back and forth over the ocean for a while, scanning the water below us. We dove down and pulled back up, repeating the same pattern over and over again until we found glowing squids. I hopped off and immediately dove in, and that's when things went wrong. While I was swimming around collecting glow ink sacs, a drown started targeting me from below. Spears kept flying past me, barely missing. One of them hit me and I knew I had to move fast. I dodged another attack and swam back towards the surface, thinking there was no way he'd throw another spear that quickly. Before I could react, another spear hit me. As soon as I respawned back home, I didn't hesitate. I jumped straight onto Hera and flew right back to the ocean. I wasn't leaving without finishing what I had started, so I dove back into the water, killed a few more glow squids, and finally gathered enough glow ink sacs to call it success. After that, I decided it was time to head home. I hopped back on Hera and went looking for Hades, but Hades was gone. He was there just a minute ago. I flew around the area, circling the ocean, ducking into the water to see maybe if he had gone under. I checked the surface, I flew higher, I checked the land nearby, and even used my flute and commanded him to follow, hoping he would show up out of nowhere. Nothing. I flew around for what felt like forever, no exaggeration, literally 30 minutes checking the same area again and again. Eventually I had to cut my losses and head home. I told myself that maybe he'd show up later, or maybe I'd find him again if I came back to this area another time. With that, me and Hera flew back out again, this time to collect more dragon crates. We traded, gathered some more runes, and visited villagers to stock up on supplies. Everything was going smoothly until it wasn't. Do you remember that hideous Sibbleback that killed Pain in episode 1? Yeah, I found him again. He was just wandering around, not even flying. I took a couple shots at him, and since he was grounded, it felt easy. Almost too easy. Then he took off, and the moment he was in the air, he started spraying attacks at me, dropping my health down to half. I thought I could escape. I flew away, creating distance, and figured I had enough time to eat and heal. I didn't. The second I went to take a bite, he caught up and killed me instantly. After I respawned, I hopped onto my Lava Night Fury and went straight back for him. I missed my first shot, but the second one landed. Although, I thought that was it. I thought he was dead, but he wasn't, so I fired one more time, and that was the shot. He finally went down. I was so relieved, and revenge for Pain was complete. R.I.P. Pain. After that, I flew back out one last time to trade with a villager, using some extra runes I had leftovers. Once I finally got home, I opened all the dragon crates we collected. We didn't get the exact dragons I was hoping for, but we did get some really cool variants, and honestly, I'll take that as a win.
Alright, that's kind of a disappointing ending. But oh my gosh, look, we got a Voidwalker and a fight. We got a lot of cool dragons. Especially the Voidwalker. I'm very happy about that one. Yeah, and this sand wraith hatched. He's super interesting looking. I fed him fish. We'll go ahead and set him up in his own little... I mean, he's cool and all, but for now, I feel like Grill is... Oh my gosh, wow, this Grill is massive. Hold on. Holy moly! This is a big dragon. Hold on. Let me put it next to my Night Furies for reference. Oh my gosh. I never realized how big Skrills are.
Now it's time that I decided to hatch my Voidwalker egg and my Snow Wraith egg as well.
I don't know about the Flightmare, so I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the Voidwalker in here. And I think Snow Wraiths need some of the bigger stalls. I think he needs to go into a bigger stall. So I think we're gonna go ahead and build this up. Since I don't know about the Skrill Napper eggs blowing up, I think we're gonna go ahead and move our Voidwalker to one of the pens. Yeah, that looks like an egg that would blow up, to be honest. Yeah, so this guy needs to go in a bigger pen. He's too big. This guy's too big. So happy about... Ooh. Oh my god, he's massive. Okay, this guy also needs area. Oh my gosh. Oh. Ooh, I don't like the look of that. Oh, I don't like the look of that. I feel terrible because he looks like just such a sweet guy. He looks like he's got such a sweet personality. But it's okay. Okay, so as far as we know, I need 1, 2, 3, 4 new stalls. But I'm gonna make that to 6 because there's gonna be more dragons who need bigger pens in the future.
Then I decided to hatch my Divine Stepper and make a little barn for all our smaller dragons and to hatch baby dragons in. Are you guys ready to see a cool magic trick? Whoa, oh my gosh, how did that happen? Whoa.
Oh my gosh, that was so You stupid.
After building, our divine stepper finally hatched, and I took a step back to look at her, and she is so stunning. Okay guys, are you ready? Because here's rapid fire. We threw our void walker, our gale chaser, our deathly natter, our deadly galish, a speed stinger, a speed strike, our terrible terror eggs, another speed stinger egg, and a razor whip egg, and we let all of those cook. While that was going on, I moved our divine stepper into her own pen, sat and watched TikTok. You know, some very productive stuff. Came back to check on the eggs, and boom, our speed stinger hatched, including our speed strike and our lead speed stinger. Not long after that, our terrible terrors hatched too, and then did 10 sets of dilly dally, and then I accidentally did this. Yeah, that's a problem. But eventually, our deadly galish hatches, and our deadly natter, our skrill napper, our gale chaser, our razor whip, and finally, our void watcher hatches.
So we have our deathly galish, which we need to set up in his own little stall. Here, we'll go ahead and put this guy with us too. Are they getting stuck? Okay, maybe if I like go super far away, he'll teleport to me. Maybe if I do this. Yes, okay, that worked. Let's bring you over here. You look like a little candy cane. Oh. Okay, my dilemma now is I made that barn specifically to hatch dragons, but now, as you just saw earlier, it's really hard to get them out of there. So the question is, how do I get them out of here without being a nuisance? Like, the only thing I can think of is like this strat where I have them kind of maneuver themselves, but I have to do them one by one, which is really annoying. And then I'm gonna push you out this way. No, don't go further. Where'd my stick go? Oh, I lost my stick. Alright, and that's fine. Go ahead and put you in here next to the candy cane dragon. I wonder if he's gonna be too big for this.
This dragon also grew up, and we named her Susu.
Oh yeah, we also need to put our bone cutter. Our bone cutter needs room over there, which is... I don't know why I hatched him. I didn't plan to build more stalls. I guess the only thing we can do right now is expand this out. Again, I don't know how big this dragon is gonna get. So I think we can hatch like maybe 4 big dragons right now, wait till they grow up, and then build pens for them. And then we'll build him a pen in there based on his size and match him with another dragon that's based on his size. So for now, we're just gonna leave him in, oh buddy, you hit your head. I'm a bad parent. Alright, buddy, just sit in here and we're gonna wait for you to grow up. Okay, wow, look how pretty he is. Let's stop my obsession with these special dragons. I know you guys might want to see more of these, but to just reach the goal for now, let's hatch the dragons that we don't have.
And right after that, we hatched our triple strike, our singe tail, our Dromillion, and our scuttleclaw.
I want to do a little bit of exploring. I want to get more eggs. I know I already have a lot, but I have a lot of runes here, and I feel as if I should get more. We have explored a pretty substantial amount, and it seems like there's more land over here, but it seems like there's less land over here. So I think what we're gonna go ahead and do is head this way and explore this chunk right here and kind of move around. Maybe see what's in this chunk. Alright, so the goal is we're gonna get as many of these egg-proof crates as we can, and also trade with the trader as many times as possible.
After that, we headed out to a trading boat and collected their egg crate. Once we were done there, we moved on to a medium-sized hunter ship, broke to the front, and grabbed their egg crate as well. And that's when I picked up something honestly super adorable.
Oh my gosh, what did we get? Ah, that's so cute. What the hell?
After completely demolishing their tiny ship, I went back to Trader Johann and traded my last runes for some more egg crates.
Runes? I found some runes, and a lot of them. And we're back at square one with finding absolutely no— Guys, look at this. All of this and not a single one of these ships right here. I want to know how often they spawn. Is it based on luck, spawn percentage? Do they spawn on a certain radius of each other? I don't think a certain radius, because then these two wouldn't be so close. We finally found one! Oh my gosh. I'm actually so happy. Alright, let's get these runes. Yes, there's already so many. Wave Reaver. Interesting. Another title class. Oh, another. Guys, we got the hidden star variant. If you know ball, you know what this is. I'm very pleased with that. Grape. Interesting. Last one. Void sand. This is something that we're also looking for. Is that what I think it is? It's an albino night fury. No freaking way. We need to tame this guy ASAP.
I slowly fed him fish until he was at 100% tame.
Oh my gosh, wait, we got him immediately. Wait, I was not expecting that. We can put a saddle on him. No way. Okay, let's break him out of here. We have two very impressive dragons with us, and one is actually clipped onto the dragon. Let's go check on my eggs to see if they hatched. I think we got this dragon. We got this triple strike last time. Look how cute he is. He's so cute. We should check on the other dragon. Where'd it go? Was there also an egg in here? Our Germillion hatched. This is a pretty big problem. Where is it? I have to go look. Okay guys, so I found the changewing. Now we know changewing eggs explode. So there's a lot of eggs that I don't know if they explode or not, and I guess he's one of them.
I brought our troublemaker back over to the larger barn area and decided to fill in the hole that he had left, build back up the stalls that he broke, and place in a void rocker egg, a light fury egg.
I have a crazy announcement. Guess what egg I hatched? We got Pain back! Pain also was reincarnated. I'm actually so glad that this happened. I'm so excited to have Pain back. Guess you grew up. Oh, wait. Oh my gosh, he's so pretty. Oh my gosh, look at the little stars on him. He's so pretty. Oh my gosh. Look at him. Officially, Hades is I am still gonna keep him as Hades because let's just pretend like he didn't disappear out of thin air. And let's take a look at this beautiful girl. I'm pretty sure I have saddles in here. Oh my goodness. Look at the 3 wings. Let's see how she flies. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Very pretty. I love this.
I put my divine stepper back in her crate and took a look at the shattered spark eggs that I wanted to hatch. I put 2 shattered spark eggs in their own pen, including the wave renders. I put them both in their own pen as well to hatch, and started hatching Pain.
Comments, will this egg explode upon hatching? We are about to find out. We are at 99 incubation. Oh! Yeah, what the heck? What the heck, dude? Oh my gosh. Why is he so angry? Buddy, it's not that deep. Yes, okay, I got him. Why is he so angry? Hold on, maybe if I give him... Okay, I gave him Dragon Nip, but he's still not calming down. Yeah, I'll let him calm down because he's just being ridiculous.
Then I checked up on our fireworm queen and our sentinel egg as well. I came back to the barn and found out that our razor whip has grown up, including our deadly natter and deathly gaelish. And needless to say, I think we need to start working on more pens.
Let's go check on all our dragons. Oh my gosh. Do I have fish? Oh my gosh, how did he get out? Oh my gosh. How did these guys get out? I don't understand. Oh my gosh, they grew up, the stingers. Oh my gosh, wait, is this mine? Oh my gosh. I should have more fish. Look at these guys. Look at the wave render and the... Oh, these guys are so cute. Alright, one second, let me grab... Okay. Oh my gosh, and we also have Pain. Oh, okay, so we have... Oh my gosh, that's such a pretty light fury. So my question is, how did these guys get out? Are you mine? 24. Oh my gosh, he's so pretty. Oh, they flew. Duh.
After that, I noticed that our sentinel and our fireworm queen had hatched, but somehow had gotten out of their pens, so now it was a challenge of getting even close enough to them so I could tame them.
They're both in the air! They need to come down. Why are they both on fire? Why are all my eggs on fire? No, the pens would be destroyed. And how did they get out of the pens is my question.
So I took a minute to step back and figure out how I was going to tackle this problem. Both of them are in the air and I can't get close enough without burning. And also had to tackle the problem that I didn't have enough food to heal myself.
This is desperate calls, desperate measures. It's whatever. I don't know what to do. Okay, I have to get close enough to the point where I can tame.
So here I am trying to tame the fireworm queen while I'm literally on fire. I jump back into the water to heal, well actually just to put the fire out, and then I head back up and try again. That's when I realized I might be doing this in the wrong order. So I decided to take on the sentinel first.
Oh! Alright, sit! My god. Okay. That's good.
After taming the sentinel, it was time to go back to our troublemaker, and this time I was able to get close enough to tame her. Then came the real problem, actually getting them down on the ground. Luckily for me, both of them eventually stopped burning and I was able to bring them to the ground. And after our singe tail had been on fire for basically his entire life since he was born, I finally grabbed a bucket of water and poured it on him. And somehow it worked. He stopped burning and more importantly, stopped trying to burn me.
Okay guys, I realize I might have been a little bit stupid. Instead of hatching eggs over here, I think the best course of action is probably to I'm going to create a small little hole in here with obsidian on each side here and block this off so that it's easier. And then I already have collected enough obsidian for this, so we are going to go and finish off the rest of this. While I was building, guess who grew up? Our Dramillion. He is a big guy. I don't even think I'll be able to get him out of here. I think I probably should have gotten him out of here before he grew up. And these guys are also close to growing up. So we have a lot of building to do. Like a lot. Go ahead and hatch one of our... Let's hatch this thunder bottom while we're at it. Hatch our magma breather. So we have a lot of new dragons that we need to create housing for. These guys, oh, including my razor rip, who, by the way, including this guy as well, he grew up. I have to show you guys. Look how big he is. Oh my gosh, he's massive. Look at him. His tail is huge. So we're gonna go ahead and sit him over here with these dragons. And by the way, our skrill napper grew up. I mean, look at him. He's so cool. Look at his giant, like, little claws. Yeah, look how big our razor whip is, especially with this tail. This guy is floating for some reason. So we have to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a 7 in there also from the Deathly Galish. Oh my gosh. And guess who grew up? Our little changeling. Not only are we gonna add more stalls here, but let's also get started on some paths to make this place look a little nicer as well.
So with all the big new dragons, I think it's finally time to add more stalls to our bigger dragon pen. And look, it says gullible on the wall. And look at that, now there is more pens.
I added more stalls, I put my razor whip in here, a brand new skrill napper, as well as we moved our shadow snatcher from earlier because I just thought this pen was a little bit bigger for him. Plus our singe tail, who actually grew up not too long ago, I moved him into here since this pen was actually a bit bigger for him. He is actually so beautiful. Look at him. I love the coloring on him. He's absolutely gorgeous. I think we have 3 pens left in here. Here's the problem. If you guys look at my map, we just have really long barns. We have our house right here, a barn right here, a long ass barn right here, and just a tiny one right here. Now, I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna add another barn. I might add another barn this way, just as big as this one, just to even it out a little bit. But I truly don't know what I'm gonna do, honestly, as far as space goes. But we'll figure that out later. If you guys want to leave any suggestions for me, that would be awesome. I definitely try to go for something that's low effort, easy to repeat over and over again, like something like this, since it's very repetitive. But as far as the pens go, we can go ahead and take this down as well because we don't need this anymore. And plus, it was a bit of an eyesore as well. And so while we were building, we actually had our Light Fury grow up. She is actually stunning. And oh my gosh, look how freaking massive our Shattered Spark is. Holy moly. They're all grown up. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh, I just saw a little tail move. Hold on, let's get these guys out of here because they are taking up so much space. Oh, look how massive he is. I'm gonna go ahead and get off him real quick so he doesn't drop me midair, and then fly him over here into this pen. Now my only worry, since we have run out of space, I don't know where to put these guys because they are massive. I mean, they take up so much room. So what I'm thinking of doing is creating a giant pen just for not only Shattered Sparks, but for variants of Night Furies and Light Furies as well. I feel like we should have a bit of organization for all our special little dragons. Because, I mean, oh my gosh, look, he's just taking up all the room. We can go ahead and move our wave render into a smaller stall. Like I said, like, I don't want this guy to be in a little stall over here. I want him to have his own space because look how beautiful his wings are. But for now, we're gonna put him in here. I've already done a lot of building today, so I think we're gonna do some sort of building later for all our different Night Furies and Light Furies, and we'll keep this kind of stall area as a little progression area to mark how many dragons we've got, how many different types of dragons, because like I said, that is one of our goals, is to get as many dragons as possible that are all different varieties. I want to collect all of them, but we have to start making a checklist of what dragons we have versus what dragons we don't have, because I'm pretty sure I don't have a lot of dragons. I mean, look how pretty he is. Oh, so we'll go ahead and we'll grab, oh my gosh, this side is just all Night Furies and Light Furies. That is so funny. Look at this guy. Look at this little spikes coming out of the back of his head. Oh my gosh, is he so big that he can't even move? What are you stuck by this? Clearly something's blocking. I think, is he stuck in here? Maybe that's the case. Guys, we need to get new tools because this is ridiculous. You are beating me up. You are making me chop down this entire place. I'm thinking maybe he's stuck by this. Okay, let's just sit him down for now. There's clearly something wrong and we can't fix it. But look, I can't even see him because of this guy's tail. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Oh my gosh, he's so pretty. Well, what I can see of him. Let's go ahead and feed him some cod. And I believe he's mine. Oh, here we go. Now we can see him. He is so pretty. Wow. If only I could really see him. Because of this guy's tail. I mean, he's stuck. I'm pretty sure he's stuck in here because of these bars. But look, our little contraption worked. I mean, it blew up a bit of dirt, but that's no big deal. All right, let's go check on what kind of. Oh my gosh, there's so many things I have to close and open. We can take this fall. First of all, I'm gonna replace the dirt because this is just sad. Oh my gosh, you're a toxic breather. Okay, let's see. Do you eat mutton? Okay, thank God. Okay, we got him. And we'll have him follow me. Maybe, hopefully he can get out. If not, I might have to break this. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. Oh my gosh, he's so fat and cute. I don't know how big he's gonna grow. All right, sit. Oh, he's so fat. Oh, he's got a little green tongue. Clearly his hitbox is very big because I can't. You know what other dragon has a huge hitbox? It's this guy. I can't even close this gate. I can't, or else I'll ride him by accident, and I don't want to do that. So we're just kind of stuck with that gate open. Let's go ahead and let's tame this other guy before he grows up, because I think he hatched while I was building a long time ago. If only this dragon could move. What are you stuck on? I'm confused. Maybe the floor? I don't even know. And apparently I'm taking fall damage every single time. Oh my gosh, I thunderbottom. There's not an indefinite of what they eat, which is a problem, but we're just gonna head in there. Maybe iron. Nope, no iron. Rock cod. Yes! Alright, we have our little thunderbottom. That is another dragon checked off the list. We do not have a scuttleclaw. We do not have a timberjack. I also realized that. Timberjacks are freaking massive, so I don't know where I'm gonna put that guy. Again, if you guys have any suggestions on what I should do, what I should build, how I should organize everything, that would be awesome, because there's only so much my imagination can do.
Finally, I put our last 2 big dragons in their brand new stall.
Start off with building this up, and so I think a really good use of this barn is to put all our light furies and night furies in here and separate them on one side and the other, and we're gonna build up and like kind of expand platforms outwards this way and that way. I think the only problem is though that for this barn, I think it's really easy to expand outwards and up, because not only is the top of the roof flat and easy to mold around, but the only problem is for this barn, the side isn't very pretty. Like if we go ahead and take a look over here, you'll see that the top of the roof doesn't look very moldable. I mean, yes, not only does it look ugly, but we can expand platforms outwards, but I just don't know how I'm gonna end up doing that in the first place because of how uneven the roofs are. I think the only even place in this entire thing is just this area. And I can see myself building like platforms kind of up here. I can see that, but I don't know what I'm gonna do about these small little areas over here. But you know, hopefully we can figure something out. Maybe like this top half will be like medium-sized dragons and the bottom half will be our bigger dragons. I think that's a really good idea to start off with, but I think for now we are gonna go ahead and start by expanding this upwards. Alright guys, I've worked long and hard on this and I am ready to announce the brand new stable for our Night Furies. Guys, I think I totally outdone myself here. I have totally outdone myself. It looks so good. I tried to do my best of copying this with like different types of dragon heads on it. I did these like little stands, and here I'll go ahead and show you in the inside. First off, we have our first level, our regular Night Furies. Oh, except for her. These guys have nothing too special about them. They're just, you know, regular Night Furies, the regular model. And we go upstairs and we have our Shattered Sparks on this side, with one extra room for one Shattered Spark we want to keep or add. And then on this side, we have all our nightlights. They are so adorable. And then up another level, we have all our Gale Chasers and room for one more Gale Chaser. And over here, we have all our Wave Renders. As far as floors go, I think that I'm going to go ahead and expand up one more floor to move all our Shattered Sparks up one more floor, because I think those are some of my favorite dragons. Have all our nightlights on that side and have all our light knights on the other side. But for now, I think I've done enough building for today. I'm pretty tired out. I think it's time to hatch our eggs that we have been holding on for like the longest time. And if I could find them, we will hatch our albino stippleback and our smothering smoke breath as well. And since we have one more room for a Gale Chaser, we'll go ahead and hatch our Gale Chaser egg. I think we won't hatch any of these except for the Light Knight until we have more room. We do not have a Death Gripper at all, so we can go ahead and hatch him. We do not have a Storming Nightmare for sure, and we do not have a Bone Napper as well. We do have a Hush Gobble, which is albino. We do not have a Woolly Howl. We do not have a Silver Phantom. We have actually a Shadow Snatcher, and we do not have an Armor Wing. So we don't have any of these dragons. Now the problem is a lot of these dragons require big spaces, especially the Storming Nightmare, the Bone Napper, and the Silver Phantom. So I think what we can go ahead and do right now is hatch a couple of these eggs. I definitely want to hatch this Whispering Death egg. Now the only thing is, since we have a lot of space in here, since I've added new stalls in here from the last episode, I think what we might be able to do is, if we do not run out of space over here, we can go ahead and open up these stalls right here to make them medium-sized stalls for our medium dragons. In fact, what I was thinking about doing is I was thinking about moving all our Light Knights out of here and into their very own dedicated barn, something like this over here, so that we can make all of these pens into medium-sized pens, move all our medium-sized dragons into here, like our Icewing, our Hushgobble, our Whispering Deaths, just so that they have room, but they're not taking up big spaces that we could be using for bigger dragons, since space has been such a big problem. So I think that's what we're gonna do. I think we're gonna go ahead and hatch our Smothering Smoke Breath, our Hideous Stippleback, and our Death Gripper. Hopefully we have enough dragon's blood for that. I think I'm gonna go ahead and check real quick. Yeah, we have about 7, so if I don't have any more, that's not gonna be good. But I think we can go ahead and hatch, I think these 5 will be manageable. Our Smothering Smoke Breath to this side. Oh, it's very small. I'm wondering if it even needs to be in here. But I mean, maybe this kind of egg delivers a humongous explosion that we don't know about, even though it's really tiny. Next in here, we're gonna put our Hideous Stippleback. Oh, that's a big egg. Next in here, we're gonna put our Gale Chaser. And I totally forgot about you. I am so sorry. You are beautiful. I hope that makes up for it. You can go ahead and put him here since Blue Speckles moved out. Yeah, you can chill there for a minute. And in here we can put our Death Gripper. And we are out of stalls to put dragons in. We will go ahead and put our Whispering Death in here. Look at Pain. He's so cute. I think Pain should be living in my house. Can I equip you on my head? I can't. Aww, look at me in Pain. Look at his little tongue out. He's so adorable. He gets the honor of living in my home. And he can be over here. Aw, look at him. I'm gonna check the clock. It seems to be like it's turning night. Yep. I think we should go ahead and divide up the different types of light furies. So we have 1, 2, I think we have like 3 Voidwalkers. 2 regular light furies. 2 regular light furies. Oh, we actually have 4 Voidwalkers. We're gonna have 2 Stalking Blooms, so we need about like, I think as Voidwalkers go, I don't think I'm gonna hatch anymore because I think I have quite enough. For the Stalking Blooms, we should get 4 as well. 4 different variants, and for the Light Furies, I think we should do 4 different variants as well. So I decided to build my Light Fury den around in the field to the right, just to keep it nice and open and there to be an even amount of buildings around us. And boom, look at this. I am actually so happy with the outcome of how I built this. Honestly, the nice part about this is I didn't have to do a lot of terraforming, and I like how, you know, there's a few bits and places like that slab right there that I don't like, but we made an absolutely amazing Light Fury post, and it looks similar to this one. I mean, this one's super impressive, but this one is cool as well. I like I like the idea of putting the dragons in the front, like these little, like I said, I tried to have different versions here. That kind of looks like a moose, I'm not gonna lie, and this guy needs a little work, but that's okay. This one, I think I copied almost identically to this one, but I think I did an amazing job and it looks absolutely great. I think it's time that we move all our Light Furies and Night Furies into their own homes. Let's start with our Voidwalker right here, who I love because you could see his eye blink and right in front of you when you look down. I think that is so cool. I think we're gonna go ahead and put our Voidwalkers on the 2nd level just because I gave them 4x4s for their stalls because the 3x3s were big, but they just weren't big enough. Look how cool! He's a little bit to the right. There we go. The one thing I don't understand with the Light Fury models is that they usually turn and pivot when they're sitting, and that's kind of annoying. But I mean, I'm sure it will be fixed. Yeah, you see how he's moving while he's sitting at that, and all the Voidwalkers float. Like this is a full block right here. Like you see how these posts are touching the block, but he is clearly not. But we're just gonna ignore that. And this is the ladder to get to the way back down. And then I think on the 2nd floor, we're gonna put our sand. Wow, my frames are absolutely dropping. We are gonna put our sand wraiths on the bottom floor. Next, we're gonna put Susu in her own stall. You can also see her eyeball blinking, which is so cool.
Please don't drop me midair. That would be awesome. Cool! I am actually so pleased with this. I think it's because of how many dragons are in this vicinity that my frames are just absolutely dropping in this direction. I don't know what it is. We might need to change some settings just because. Oh, and oh my gosh, I totally forgot. We have our zippleback hatched. Oh my gosh, there's our Gale Chaser. She's so pretty. Aww. Who else do we got in here? Oh, we need our dragon's blood for that. There's our zippleback. Okay, so he didn't explode. That's good to know. Aww, we got him. Okay, he's such a cool dragon. I don't know how big he's gonna get. I think he's gonna get pretty medium average size, and we need to go get dragon's blood for that dragon. Okay, hopefully he will be tamed in 7 battles. If not, we might have to go and kill some dragons, which is not something I want to do. Oh my gosh, 1 left. Wow, he lays so funky. He is so cute. So I think we have our 3rd Gale Chaser out of 4? No, out of 3. 3 out of 3 Gale Chasers. Okay, so we can't hatch any more Gale Chasers unless I make more room, which is probably gonna happen. We'll grab our other Light Fury here, move him out. So we have 2 out of 4 Light Furies we want to have. So we have our Light Fury. I really want to get an Alpha Light Fury. I think that would be super cool since we do sort of have an alpha collection already. And then our Stalking Blooms will also be on the 1st floor as well. Put her over here. So pretty. And then we have another Stalking Bloom that we can hatch. Am I holding it? No. Some huge dragons that have grown up already while I was building. So let's go ahead and break these guys out. You know, we have our creepy little snake thingy. So we're gonna go ahead and bring him over, and hopefully he doesn't kick me off midway through this. Yes, there we go. What is wrong with your wing? Is that how they are? Yeah. So we have one with teeth and one without teeth. Cool. And so I moved all these guys in here. As you can see, the pens are much bigger for them. They look more comfortable. We have 1 more stall for now, and I think we're gonna go ahead and put but we're gonna grab our Death Gripper, right? I would say Death Gripper. Why does he move like that? He is so cool. He kind of does like a slow motion run almost. The tail physics are cool. Oh, and I've been kicked off. Oh, apparently I don't know how to play this game. He is super cool looking though. Oh no, dude, you do not belong in there. You are not a Night Fury. Let's see. I don't think he's gonna fit. Maybe, in fact, maybe he's gonna get a really big stall if he's big enough, but for now let's see how he fits in one of these. Oh, and he's very large. Yeah, I think he might actually get a big, yeah, maybe we can finesse it a little bit. No, he's big enough to get his own little stall. Please do not drop me midair right now. All right, buddy. Yeah, he belongs in one of these bigger pens. He's so cute. Look at him. Oh, Death Grippers are so cute, I will say. And let's go ahead and grab our Zippleback as well as our Gale Chaser. All right, bud, don't drop me midair. That would be awesome. We'll survive the lag. It's okay. Aw, he's so pretty. Got little glowing spots like our Noxus over here. And then lastly, our Zippleback. I'm thinking he's gonna be very big. Is he not grown yet? Oh, he's gonna grow up in 28 seconds. Let's go ahead and have him follow us. Let's do my favorite maneuver. Alright, he's gonna grow up right now. Yeah, there you go. Oh wow, he's huge. They've got such tiny wings. That is so funny. So we're lucky enough to have so many albino variants because they are extremely rare. Oh yeah, he fits just fine in here. Oh, look at the one. Oh, they're sleeping on top of each other. That's so cute. Now it is time to continue hatching some eggs. we still have so many more dragons to go. In fact, I think in a little bit here we might actually go ahead and go exploring for more crates because we have enough eggs, but we don't have enough dragon varieties. And let's go ahead and check out and see what kind of eggs we have. We do not have an armor wing. I want to check on my armor wing eggs. We'll go ahead and hatch this sand wraith. We already have a storm cutter. I don't think we need an albino one. We do not have a woolly howl egg, I will say. And I don't think I'm gonna give the woolly howls their own space until I think I get the celestial woolly howl, just because we already have a skrill. We don't have a scuttleclaw. I believe I hatched a scuttleclaw and I don't know where he went. Let's go ahead and do this monstrous nightmare. Hey, I forgot about you and I'm very sorry. Do I wait for you to eat that? You are one ugly dragon. I'm gonna have to do some research on you. I'm gonna go ahead and hatch our pearlescent poltergeist and just cover this up with dirt. And we've already messed up. I don't know who to put in here. Maybe our bone napper? Yeah, we don't have a bone napper, might as well. So going to hatch our armor wing. I chose the battle nene variant. So they eat any kind of ingots, is what I found out. So I'm gonna go grab some ingots so I can hatch our sand wraith. So let's go ahead and give him some gold. Hi, buddy. There we go. Go ahead and maybe you take fish? Oh my gosh, you're fast. Wait, hold on. Slow down. Sit. Oh my gosh. And now we have a big mess that we have to fix. Guess who hatched? My favorite variant. He is so cute. He is so adorable. I'm gonna go ahead and put my sand wraith egg, my stalking bloom egg in here. Oh, and he hatched. Perfect. We need to... Okay. Guys, you know what? One dragon, we don't have a skuldron. I've flown past so many skuldron and we don't have a single one. So I think that's gonna be one of our missions. It's a new day for me here. It is a morning, so I am nice and refreshed and ready to go for this day. And I have a crazy new update. Guess who fixed their skin? Oh my gosh. If you haven't noticed by now, guys, there was a problem with the back of my shirt where it wasn't fully cropped around. So I finally went in and I finally fixed that since it's been so long. But now, since we have that problem fixed, we can go ahead and look at the dragons that we still need. Oh yeah, we have our Godzilla. I'm pretty sure these guys are still cooking down here. But I think we're gonna go ahead and get some more dragon crates because there is a lot of dragons on my checklist that I do not have. Some of them being like smaller dragons. I think one of the dragons I'm missing is called a hobblecrut, and we don't have any of those eggs because I've been hatching mainly chests that have to do with these types of dragons, which is fine, but we have a lot of work to do. I had a few people in my comments asking me, oh, like, can you name the Acacius alpha variant, you know, something else? I'm just gonna say Hades came back to me after, you know, fulfilling like some crazy side quest, and now he's an alpha variant dragon. So we're just gonna go with that. Oh yeah, and another type of dragon. I'm so stupid. Come here, Twilight. I was being stupid. All right, Hades, don't disappear, please, for the love of God. And you are set to follow. Okay, let's go home, because that was stupid. You know what? Before we even go on this expedition, I should be putting all my stuff away. This is a lot. And Hades also in here. Dude, you don't know if that's a girl or boy. Chill out. All right, so instead of being stupid, in fact, I need to figure out where I'm even going in the first place. Let's go this way. See, when I fell, I thought I shift on accident. But I pressed control because you can go faster by pressing control, and I guess that totally messed me up because I was confused because there was literally no saddle. And then hopefully we can find another big ship. All right, now we're at new territory. We got a little bit of spruce. Let's check our surroundings. Absolutely. Oh, what a weird spawn. That's interesting. What kind of chest does a woolly howl come from and all the other cool dragons? I think we're gonna buy one of each. Let's see, do you have any diamonds? Saddle? Well, I will always take the saddles. Excuse me, who owns this ship and where is he? I hear him. There he is.
So apparently a woolly howl was strike class, and I have been getting a lot of strike class crates, which I don't want to do. So we're gonna get a tracker class and maybe a stoker class later and a sharp class. 'Cause I think that is a good course of action. And you know what? I should have brought my iron groggle teeth so I can open all of these on the road, because I feel like when I don't open them, I'm like, oh, I don't have everything I need. You know, I open all these crates and all these chests and I'm like, okay, well, I'm already home now, and I was already like thousands and thousands of blocks out. So now I have to go all the way back to grab more egg crates and trade with more villagers. I have teeth on me, but I just don't have the iron ones, and I don't want to waste the teeth that I have already because they break fast. We covered a lot here. I was gonna play this game at like 2 in the morning because I was gonna see if it at least made it a little funnier for me. Funnier how? I don't know. That's a great question. I don't really know either. I traded for this tracker class egg crate, so we're gonna open this first.
Oh, another seat. Ooh, and fire. I think I'm gonna get strike class. Might as well get mystery class again. Let's do stoker class and sharp class. And we're out of runes. Okay, wow, that did not get us a lot. But let's go ahead and open these babies while we're already here. A light night egg. It's an alpha variant. Oh, that is actually so good. Mystery class. We already have a Germillion. That's disappointing. A disappointing round of things to open. Okay, I have no clue if I started recording at the right time, but I got a bunch of stuff. And I don't know how much of that footage that I actually caught. I think I forgot. Ooh, and I'm lagging. I'm just crashed, which is absolutely horrid. But we're gonna keep going in this direction. We have 19 crates. We'll grab some of these things on the way. We are almost home. Here we are. So beautiful. Look at all my... Oh, and here comes the lag. A tracker glass. A rumble horn. I don't think we have a rumble horn. We got an albino gale chaser. Oh, it's so over. We have a lot to do as far as reorganizing goes. Alright. Mystery class. Okay, I already have you. Mystery class again. A stippleback. Okay, nothing crazy. Strike class. And stoker. Finally, last one. Greenwind storm. Ooh, that sounds good. That's a win. I would consider that a win. Speed stinger. Whispering death. Devil fury. Nope, don't want you. Nope. Nope. Guys, we are getting a whole lot of nothing. Oh, okay, that's new. And I'm out of room. Storming Nightmare Atlantic. I don't need that. I don't need any more Voidwalkers. Do we have a triple strike? I don't know. Death Gripper. We already have one of those. Speed Singer. Nope, we have a Scroll Napper. We do not have a Snap Trapper, and it's Melanistic. Do we have a Crimson Gorgotter? I don't know if we do. Ooh, Snap Trapper is good. Okay, I know for a fact there's a series I'm currently working on with a friend. Just a little preview for you guys, but she ended up hatching a Snap Trapper and it completely just blew up everything. It was horrible. And let's take a look at our new dragons. Ooh, anybody blow up? Nope. Ooh, it's so pretty. It's pink. I think that's the whole reason why I even hatched it. I think we need to focus on getting more dragons that we don't have rather than what we do have. I think, are we already hatching a Scuttleclaw? Oh, we already did. He's sitting outside. I totally forgot. So I thought I solved the space issue, but I don't think I did. There's a lot of big dragons, including the Screaming Death. All right, buddy. Go ahead and sit. It is a brand new day for me, and it's been a while since I've recorded, so please forgive me. I have no clue what I did in the past days. So I think it's finally time to get a Scoldrun, because we don't have a Scoldrun. So what do Scoldruns eat? I'm pretty sure they eat fish. Hold on, let me look this up. Do they do the flower or just this? Yeah, I only have... Alright, we need to find out where they spawn, so we're gonna go on a little trip. They might be in some ships, but I could be terribly, terribly wrong. If we don't see any blue flowers on here, I think we might have to go to one of the big ships and see if they might be on those kinds of ships, because I didn't think I would need the blue flowers. Let's see. There's a big ship right here. Maybe, just maybe, some will be on here. So there's the purple one. I don't know if I need the purple one, but here's the blue ones. Okay, so I think apparently I can't get out of here. Okay, so we need to go to a bunch of big ships to get these flowers. I don't know which ones they want more. When it comes to the flowers, we're gonna need about 30 of these things. Like, all right, let's go and get these. There's so many of them. Okay, we're gonna need to sleep because this is a problem. Sleep over here. Oh! Oh! Okay, that got me. Oh, my heart, my poor heart. I did not need that. Oh, my heart. Wow, these Skuldrons are a lot of work if they need so much taming material. Quite a little too. Oh, that one has a spear. That's not good. I don't know where my dragon's gone, but it's okay. Pretty sure that we have enough flowers now. I have 29 and 13 of these little thingies. But now it comes time to what kind of Skuldron do I want? But we're gonna take our little look around, see if we like any Skuldrons that spawn. Wow, the one time you actually need a Skuldron, they're not here. Do you have any other places? Oh, yeah, well, let's go down here. I want the one that looks like a whale. I think those guys are cool. Okay, I don't know how I feel about that one. Anybody else a little more interesting? If not, I might just have to go for the orca one. We also need a timberjack, which I found out you can get them from egg crates, but I forgot which kind. And it does take a minute to get them. I'm going the wrong way now. No Skuldrons. Oh, there's one right here. Oh, he's kind of a cool blue. And you're basically the same thing, whatever that variant is. Nothing too cool that I see yet. You also need a rumble horn. So Skuldron right here, but I don't know how I feel about that. Okay, today is all about taming. We're gonna tame a crimson gutter. We're gonna tame a hootwing, and then we're also gonna tame a Skuldron if we can even find one. So let's just take a look around what other hootwings are on the floor and look decent. I mean, this guy looks pretty cute. Oh, I like this one. I'm going in. Don't kill me. Okay, they do like fish. Okay, good to know. Okay, you're going farther away from me and you're going towards the singe tail, and I'm trying not to get burned. Wow, these guys are fast. Okay, we're close-ish. I think I feed him 2 more pieces of fish. He'll be good. Taming's at 100. Okay. Oh! That singe tail is a little close to my dragon, and I do not like that. I don't want you to die to the singe tail. You following me now? Perfect. I'm sure there's a Hellstrike over here and a Devilish Darish. We also need one of those as well. Ooh, and there's one of those. Okay, so there's a lot of... Is that an armor wing? Alright, I'm getting distracted. There's a lot... Ooh, there's a glowing one. What is that? Who are you? Ooh. Actually. Wow, you are sitting on him, bro. Oh, you poor thing. Leave him alone. Gosh. That was so mean. Then we're gonna go back to where we saw that glowing dragon. Was he down here? Yep. They're in dragon nip already, so they shouldn't attack me necessarily. Okay, they like mutton. Good to know. This is gonna take forever. Oh, this is gonna take forever. Okay, now he's out of the dragon nip, so it's fair game from now. Why do you walk away from me? It's quite rude. 65%. I don't know if songwings attack. I'm scared. Don't attack me, please. I'm very nice. Okay, I'm afraid, so I'm gonna just, yeah. Don't go near the songwing, please. That would be appreciated. I said don't go near the songwing! Ah! Okay, let's get out of here. Oh, okay, but we got him. We got him. That's all that matters. I am super low. Okay, perfect. Yay! And we have our Devilish Darish. Now we can have this guy also follow us back home. And my frames are dropping rapidly. Let's go home with the dragons that we have now. It's kind of funny because we set out to grab a Skuldron and no Skuldron was gotten. It's got quite a long neck. Oh. This is not your most flattering angle, is it? Oh my god. That's so stupid. Oh, rightfully so, you could drop me. Alright, so back home it is, and now I can't see a thing, so we are doing this blind. Such a Lovely view. Dude, your neck's kind of breaking there in the top left corner. Oh my god, this dragon is so silly. Oh yeah. This is not too pleasant for me. Like getting a glimpse of what I can see. He's a big guy. Wow. I mean, I think he's almost as big as a timberjack. Do we even have a place to put you? We do. We are running out of room again. Which means, oh, your neck is a little cut there, buddy. Maybe when you sit, it will be better. That is not any better. I think I have to do some accommodations for this poor guy. Yeah, that's not looking too good. What is wrong with the bigger dragons? He's cool looking. Yeah, he just needs a bigger stall. Yeah, we might have to actually start building up now, which is something I've been avoiding. I've noticed that we have there's 3 different types of skrills. There's the skrill that looks like it's covered in bones. So we have a skrill cutter. So we don't have an actual skrill. Yeah, we have a skrill napper, a skrill cutter. We don't have an actual skrill, so that needs to get done. We need to hatch that. So let's go ahead and hatch our skrills. So let's hatch things we don't have. We don't have a crimson gore gutter. We don't have a snap trapper. Please don't let there be a hole in my wall, maybe? Oh, you are one ugly bone napper, but that's okay. That's okay. I need bones. Yeah, okay, we already tamed this guy, and we do not have room for him, so lovely. Oh, he looks so pretty. You know, he kind of looks like Loki, almost. I think I'm gonna call him Loki. I'm not gonna lie. He does look like Loki. So we need to make a couple more spaces. I'm pretty sure the Rumblehorn is gonna need a big stall. So is the Snap Trapper, Woolly Howls, and the Seething Howls are Night Fury variants. They kind of look like Night Furies. I think I'm gonna go ahead and expand this upwards. We'll go ahead, I guess, give this a second floor, and we're gonna go ahead and make it look these stands because I don't like the way this looks, but we're gonna do that same design of like the
Quick pause here. I just wanted to explain what happened. I came back after a long day and realized a chunk of my media had been deleted. I looked everywhere for the files, even in the recycling bin, and they were just nowhere to be found. I ended up losing about 3 or 4 hours of footage, including some of the really important moments, which honestly was so discouraging. So in these next moments, I'm gonna try to show you guys and explain to you guys what happened, and I'll try to reenact everything in the best way possible so it still makes sense. I'm definitely bummed out about it, but thank you for sticking around. I really appreciate it.
Okay, here is the barn fully finished. We added this little top half that kind of looks similar to this over here. So if we go through here, we have ladders on each side, left and right, to get up top. Now, I haven't fully finished up this side exactly, but we can go ahead and take a little look. We have a Loki, who's my favorite over here, and we also have our fireworm queen, our Hootwing. You know, everybody's Loki. Did you know you were my favorite? He's shaking his head no because he doesn't know. Well, now you do. Now you do know. You're my favorite. And we actually decided to kind of make this area more look like it was being held up rather than it just, you know, little gates so that they have more room over here. But we did actually end up hatching, if we can find it. Well, first, our monstrous nightmare grew up, our little glowing Godzilla one, which is really cool. So did our bone napper. He also grew up as well. He looks super cool. To make it even better, we actually hatched our skrill egg, and he is all grown up. This is what he looks like. He is absolutely gorgeous. Oh, he's a little tired. Our snap trapper looks like he's, you know, absorbing sunlight, which is cool. But I absolutely love him. He's so cute. He's super big. We also ended up hatching our silver phantom. Now, they look extremely similar here. So this is a shadow snatcher, but this is a silver phantom. But we have the pink version, which I think is so pretty. She is gorgeous. I love her. Oh, and we also got this hobograt over here from the forest. I think he's pretty cool looking. I love the red. I love the little fan he has on his head. It's so cute. Turns out he does fit in here, so he didn't need a really big stall. I love how his head is little poking out a little bit. And also, from the jungle, we got this little guy. He is like a little gecko, and he is so adorable. Now, despite him looking adorable, I actually had to get him down to 25% health first, which is quite sad, and then I went ahead and tamed him with some salmon. Oh, look at him sleeping. We actually also hatched our woolly howl as well, who is quite big. Now our woolly howl is quite a big dragon with his tail going all the way over here, so we'll have to give him his own little stall. But he looks super cool. Another dragon that we also hatched as well is our Whispering Death, which is a toothless variant. Quite literally, he is toothless. So that is super cool. Also, if you guys haven't noticed yet, we actually expanded these pens out to make them a bit more even. They're by 4 now, so that our medium-sized dragons can fit in them and they don't need to take up space over there, which is really nice since I can keep this going and eventually build up. Now, another thing is we have actually hatched our Crimson Goregutter, and this guy actually ended up exploding in there, which is quite unfortunate, but there seems to be a glitch where he's stuck under the ground right now and I can't do anything about it. But I mean, he has yet to grow up. I'm sure he'll... His tail kind of looks like a croissant, I'm not gonna lie. That's fun. That's funny. Yeah, but he's still growing up. He's just, you know, the basic colors, which I wasn't expecting. Yeah, see, he just goes into the ground. Okay, well, we're gonna ignore that. Another egg that we also hatched, which I'm so grateful for, is we hatched both of our Shattered Sparks. We have our very first variant, which was the Shattered Alpha, who has this really cool neon glow, and secondly, we have Overgrown Log, one of my favorites just because of the patterns on this little guy. I love the turquoise with the browns and the tans. It's so pretty. Second, we have, or actually third, we have our Dusk Alpha here, who is a pink variant. She's got that pink to her, which I think is absolutely gorgeous. We do not have room for another nightlight since we have a light night that we actually hatched, which I'll end up showing you guys in a minute. She is looking so beautiful. We will have to make room for her. I just couldn't resist since she's pink. And then lastly, we hatched a Hellstrike, which is another check off of our list. He looks like America. He's very patriotic. He's representing USA, which I think is so funny. But yeah, he's a super cool variant. He's got a little bit of an underbite, but that's okay. He's so adorable. And I also want to mention that in the last footage was I built this up about 2 more stories. Our levels go as we have Night Furies, then we have our Light Knights and Night Lights, and then on this floor we have our Seething Howls, which I'm planning to make a floor of. If not, I think I'm just gonna put, yeah, so we have our Light Knights and our Night Lights and our Night Lights and our Light Knights. Here is our Nightlight here. Oh, sorry, Light Knight, guys. I can't get this right, but he is super cute. Look at him sleeping. He is just freaking adorable. Yeah, so this is our Seething Howls. I love Seething Howls a lot, which is why I was planning to make this entire floor full of Seething Howls, but I think since we have another Light Knight, we might have to contribute this bottom floor to the Nightlights, and then make this floor a Nightlight floor. And then if we go up one more, yeah, we have our Shattered Sparks on this side. I was planning to make this an entire Shattered Spark floor since they're really cool and there's a lot of cool variants to explore. Originally it was going to be just the Shattered Sparks and the Seething Howls, but I think we might give the Seething Howls their own floor and build it up once more. And then on this final floor we have our Gale Chasers and our Wave Renders over here. I am done collecting Wave Renders. There's definitely cooler combinations out there, but I think we have a pretty good bunch. Same as Gale Chasers. There's a lot of cool combinations, but I think I'm also done collecting these guys as well. Another thing I want to show you guys is that we also hatched some new Light Fury variants that are over there. But as far as our new variants, we have our Stalking Bloom right here, which is the Magical Forest variant. She is so unbelievably gorgeous. Look at the flowers on her back and like the little moss on her tail, and oh, she is so gorgeous. Next we have probably one of my favorites, which is called the Red Rose Twin. She is a Rose Garden variant. She looks absolutely stunning. I love all like the roses on her back, including like the red and the green in her wings. It is so unbelievably gorgeous. And now as far as the Light Fury variants, these guys were all hatched, so there was nothing crazy that happened there. They just hatched like normal. As far as our Light Fury variants, let's go take a little look at them. So we have our melanistic Light Fury right here, which is so pretty. And then, as you can see, it is a little heart. Isn't that adorable? And then as far as our other Light Furies go, we actually hatched a alpha variant of one of the dragons that we saw earlier that was trapped on a ship, except she's got this line down her back now, which is so cool. And then we hatched this variant, which I have no clue how to pronounce, but she is actually so cool looking. I mean, look at her. I don't even know what kind of markings she has, but they're just cool markings. Okay, so we are gonna take Reaper with us to go find a screaming death egg. They are everywhere, so we have to find out where we're going to mine first. There's a lot of little holes we have here that we can mine into. I think I'm gonna start with this one right over here. Okay, so I basically came through this path right here, where I just tunneled this way, came through this cave, and went through here. And now that I'm in here, I dug up 2 blocks out under here, went into here, and I should probably grab Dragonite because I'm still trying to avoid getting shot at. But there was an egg block right here that I mined into over here. There might be some more around, maybe if I get lucky. Oh look, there's one right here. And we got a screaming death egg. So the more of these that you mine, the more your chance is to get a screaming death egg. But you just have to keep looking for those blocks. See, there's one right here. Got another whispering death egg.
Yeah, so I spent a ton of time exploring as many whispering death nests as I could, mining through everything and hoping I'd finally get lucky. And while I was out there, I also stumbled across an ancient Grovewing temple, grabbed the egg and set it up to incubate, but that is for another video since it didn't hatch in time. Eventually, I mined a whispering death block that contained the screaming death egg. I rushed home and surrounded it by torches and waited, and it finally grew up.
And finally, we got this little dude. He is absolutely huge, and I can't see anything when I am on him. There is no line of sight for this guy. I think you can only see, but he moves really cool. It's like a giant snake. But lo and behold, we have him here. Again, he is absolutely massive. He was a pain to get, but I'm so glad I got him. There is another version of him where he's covered in bones, and we have yet to find that version of egg. We have a lot of exploring to do in our next episode.
Alright, hello everybody, welcome back. It is a new day and I am so excited to start this episode by collecting the dragons we have left. If you're wondering why I sound like this, I am actually sick with the flu right now. I feel like everything around me is disintegrating. Literally, woke up this morning, my throat was sore, and I just knew it was over for me. So yeah, that really sucks, but it doesn't matter. We're gonna keep going. So we only have like a few dragons left to collect right now. I told myself I'd hatch this egg. I don't know how many dragons. Oh, I still have the baby. You know, last episode we hatched all the Light Furies. Now, I don't know if I have enough room for all the Light Furies. I need to make more room because we only have like 2 more slots here. We're gonna have to extend these outwards by like 1, which is fine. We're gonna have to add 2 more platforms, which is easy peasy. Last episode, we got this guy. You can barely even see him, but he's super cool looking. He was a pain in my ass to get, but you know, we need to do it all over again. Another version of him that has bones on it, so lucky me. I think we're gonna start off with gathering some of the small dragons. I think we're gonna go ahead and take all the fish we have since they do like fish, and any meat just in case. Who are we going to take? I really do want to take one of my... I don't know if I want to take my skrills. I do like my skrills. I don't want a dragon too big to take because I feel like he's gonna get in the way. I think we might take our light knight. I think that's a really good plan. Yeah, let's take this guy. He has no saddle on, so that is a problem. Let me go steal Hades' saddle. Sorry, Hades. Excuse me, sir. It is raining, so we might actually go to sleep first. Like, being sick when you're young is like super fun because you get to stay at home. Your mom takes care of you, and you know, everything's like
like all right, like you know you're gonna be okay, like and, you know, and you get to miss school, like it's all great. We don't have one of these guys, so we need to get one of these guys. But when you're sick when you're older, it's just like a fat inconvenience. It's so annoying. Okay, yay. Let's try to get another variant of this little fellow. Oh, I did not mean to place that. You are one ugly variant, buddy. That's okay. You look like dirt and mud. Oh, yeah, see, this one's a lot cooler. I like this one. You can follow me, and you can follow me. You have a red glowing eye. Oh, buddy, you're cool. Awesome. You're gonna follow me now. I think we're good for now. We can go ahead and go home and put these guys in their little cages. You guys were to so kindly follow me. Let's get you settled. That's the night terror pen. Speed stingers. Look at you guys settled over here. If you were to all sit down, I'll take care of these. This is gonna be a challenge. There we go. We have quite the rainbow over here. Okay, that is another lot of small dragons checked off. We might need to move these guys out. We need more. Well, we technically already have terrible terrors, but we're gonna need more. And I'm gonna need these slots back for our dragons, our little baby dragons, because we have quite a few left to collect. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and have you guys follow me. I'm gonna break all these torches. Next, we need to find those little guys with 3 legs. And then soon enough, we're gonna need to tame a pygmy death. You know, I'm surprised there isn't that many around. I feel like there should be. Here's one up here. What are you gonna be? Are you gonna be what I need? Where are you? Are you in this hole? Okay, nowhere to be found, apparently. Alright, let's just move on. Let's make our way this way. See if we can find any. Oh, there's some up here already. Okay, but I don't need you guys. I already have found some of you. Oh, but that one's cool. Aw. Let's see if we can find anything else. Maybe it's the type of forest we're in. Maybe we need to leave this kind of forest. Oh, there's a zipple back over there, so we're not gonna go anywhere near there. Because I just know that's not gonna end well for me and my stuff. And my dragon. My dragon might die. More of these guys. What do I have to do to find... Oh, there's a little baby one. Okay, I think it might be the forest that I'm in currently. Because this is a mixed forest. Let's see. Yeah, it's just called a forest. There's something called a flower forest over here. Maybe in here that'll be a little different. So we'll take a exploration in here. Oh, it's a little terrible terror. He's actually so cute. I'm gonna go ahead and tame him. Okay, maybe we'll find not some more terrible terrors, but those like 6-legged dragon thingies. A yellow terrible terror. Where did Pain die again? Pain died around here. That's where the last time I found those 6-legged dragons. Remember there was a whole lot of them over here next to this village. There seems to be one up here. Ooh, I need you. And I know I can tame them with flowers. Hello. I want like a prettier one. That one's like bright red. Not to say that it isn't pretty. I mean, it's pretty in my eyes, but maybe something a little more original. Something with like a cool wing pattern on it. That would be awesome. Need another butterfly one. It's turning nighttime and I'm quite worried about... Oh, that's cute. Let's go ahead and sit my dragons and we don't have our sleeping bag. Maybe I'm blind. Just noticed I have 3 crates in my backpack that we can open. Oh, look, there's one over there. Oh my gosh. And the 6-legged ones. Okay, so we're going for a red theme, I guess. Please. Okay, there we go. Now follow me. Alright. I just saw you, buddy. Where'd you go? I see you. Hey, little guy. I think for now that completes all the small dragons, if I think about it, technically. We'll get another terrible terror, so our other terrible terror isn't lonely, since the other ones went missing. Let's go ahead and fly back. Oh look, here's a pretty one. See, this is the type of dragon I was looking for. Oh shoot. Here, wait, I have more. Aww. See, that one's pretty. I have a swarm of baby dragons. Alright, come my littles. So much going on over here. Alright guys, we've got to separate the lot of you. Oh, well you guys all situated yourself in here. I guess, that's good. I'm pretty sure an enderman dropped a grass block that I killed, so we should go grab that so you guys have like a nice and pretty stalk. I feel sad. Here we go. Do we have any flowers we can put in there with you guys? Yeah, we've got quite a few. Here we go. Oh. It's a bit of a mess down there, don't bother. Oh, can I not plant this? Oh, that's a bummer. Alright. Do this. And this so you guys are at home. Oh, you're pretty. Okay, follow me. Very on theme. We've got blues, and over there we've got red. And we got blue right here. We're gonna have to put this guy over here and move these light furies out. Now we can settle you in here. So now he's in there. I think that pretty much marks off all of the small dragons. Actually, we don't have the fireworm, so we do need to get that one. But we need to find a fireworm nest for that, and I haven't seen one in ages. So I've seen a speed stinger nest, but I haven't seen a fireworm nest yet. Okay, it is a new day for me, guys. I stopped recording, I think like 3 days ago because I wasn't feeling very good. I think the last that we left off on was that I was looking for a fireworm queen nest. And seeing that there's none around, I think I'm going to stop that search just for today. And we're going to focus on something that I wanted to focus on for a really long time. I really wanted to find this slitherwing. It's like this really long little snake dragon. As far as my sickness goes, I'm feeling a little bit better. You know, I still got the cough and all the nasal stuff, all the gross stuff. But, you know, I'm feeling better. I went to the doctor, I think on my last Monday. And I went to this new doctor and I was like, hey, you know, I'm not feeling any better. Like, is there something wrong with me? And they did another round of tests and they were like, dude, what did the last doctors tell you had? And I was like, I don't even know. They just kind of gave me some meds and then sent me on my way. And they're like, dude, you were diagnosed not properly. And I was like, what? Are we serious? And they're like, yeah, so the whole reason you're not feeling better is because you were diagnosed wrong. And I was like, are we serious, man? So I've been sick for like 6 days. I missed like a whole week of classes, bro, because I've just been like so dead. But finally, I'm on the right medication, thank God. Do I feel any better? Kind of. But, you know, we're still kind of getting there. Hopefully, my voice will be like back to normal by the end of this week, I'm hoping. I'm hoping by the end of this recording, my voice will feel like a lot better. If that's even possible. We need to find a slitherwing, so I need to figure out where those are. Okay, it says they spawn, okay, we were just in the right place, which really sucks. It says they spawn in bamboo jungle, sparse jungle, and jungle. So it's just all jungle. I've already been in the jungle like a bajillion times. This is the sparse jungle, but we didn't see any there. Jungle, do we have like any bamboo kind of jungle nearby? This is all jungle. This is all sparse jungle, and this is, okay, so I think this is gonna be our best bet. So let's go ahead and head in this direction. Let's see if we can even find a slitherwing. Caught some pandas, very cute. No slitherwings though, I'm quite surprised. Should we go ahead and load some new chunks over here? I feel like we should do that. Because we have a pretty decent amount of chunks we haven't loaded over here. I think we're gonna go ahead and do that. So I did do a decent amount of exploring just in this area, and while I was exploring I found this little guy. I forgot what he's called. I'm gonna be honest. I'm pretty sure since I saw him on it's a gullet gulper. I don't have one of these guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to tame him. Do you take fish? You do, perfect. Dude, this variant is actually so cool. I actually really like ooh. Don't attack me. It is so cool. I kind of wanted the one with the peg leg though. He was so cute. Oh, there's a hideous silverback right there. I do not want to get near that. I said I don't want to get near it. Brody. Yay! He's so cute. Look at the way he waddles. Aw. Oh, wait, no, buddy, come here. Come here. Follow me. Good job. We still have a lot left to explore. There's a lot of these cool, really cauldrons.
I need one of these guys, a shock jaw, and this one's so cute. I forgot what I need to tame them with. They do raw cod, raw salmon. We have quite enough raw cod for this. But we might have to do an in the air tame, and I'm very worried about him hurting me. We might actually go ahead and sleep first. Let's go ahead and sleep in this cute little, quaint little village over here. And sit, both of you. No, there's not a bed in here. Okay. Bed in here, yep. Excuse me, I'll wake you. I need your bed. All right, let's go get that shock jaw. Oh my gosh, you need to decrease it below 25% HP. Okay, that's gonna be a hassle. We're kind of close to home. No, we're not really close to home, I would say. It's gonna be a problem. Okay, you stay here. I'm gonna take this guy. We're gonna get him. I'm very sorry for what's about to happen. Okay, I'm sorry. At least you're easy to tame. Please. He's so cute though. It's such a cute little color scheme. Yes! Oh my gosh, I was so worried. He's so cute. Look at him. He looks smaller when I'm next to him. But that's okay. Regen your health, little guy. I love you. You're mine now. Let's go get our gulper, Mr. Seagull. He does kind of remind me of one. Cool. Yeah, let's go drop these guys off and we'll come right back home. We'll come right back here. Keep exploring, see what we find. Maybe we'll come across one of the Titan thingies. Who knows? Almost home. The lag's about to be crazy. Are you guys ready? Incoming. Ooh, well actually it wasn't that bad. My frames. My PC. Alright, everybody sit. You're gonna need a medium-sized pen, and so are you. I feel. Wait, let's actually try this out. Let's see. Let's back up a little more. There we go. Yeah, you don't need a big stall. You fit. Oh, he's so cute! We still have to change all these, like, name signs. Let's see if he fits in one of these. Yeah, you fit. Aw. Look how cute he is. He is like a little seagull. Aw, big yawn. Big yawn. You still have to move this guy. He's a bit big. Okay, we are going back this way. Heck yeah. Let's see. We have so much left to explore. These mountains are literally so pretty. I love them. Now I'm trying to figure out how really to stop the lag. Maybe if I spit. Oh! And here's the pygmy death, actually. We need feed bundles to tame this guy, and we need to get him below 25% HP. Which is going to be quite a challenge, but I think that we could do it. I think it's going to be easy. We have lots of fish. So this part is just going to be ocean, I fear. We also have this chunk left to explore. Still on the hunt to find a slitherwing. Promise I'm not going off task. We are just taking a little slight detour. Still no fireworm queen nest, which I'm quite surprised. Ooh, there's a jungle. Perhaps a slitherwing, if I'm lucky. Perhaps not. Okay, cool cauldron. Cauldron. Whatever you want to call it. Oh, look at this shot jaw. He's so cool. Oh, yeah, don't hurt me. So I've done a lot of exploring. I went over here and I found two things. A, look at this super cool stinger. Look at the patterns. I've never seen a stinger variant like this. He's so cool. Stop moving. I might have to take him home. Coastal predator? Wow, you're so pretty. Okay, you stay here. I'm gonna mark where you are, and we're gonna figure out how to get you home. I promise. We might have to do that carry-on mod, or like some kind of mod where like I can lasso. And second, guess what I found? Best thing ever. A fireworm queen nest. And lucky for us, it is only a couple thousand blocks away from home. So we have our fireworm queen. So we're probably gonna be a little and for some reason a squirrel. There's a squirrel over here. I'm low-key thinking we enter through here. Might get my dragon imp out just in case. Because I believe there's 2 fireworm queens in here. If anything. Oh, look at the little guys! Oh, hello, hello. Oh my gosh. You're so cute. You're so stinking cute. Oh, that does not look good. Okay, lucky for me. Actually, yeah, lucky for me, I brought some fire comb gel. So, oh my god, it's bigger than their face. Oh, love me. Love me. Love me. Love me. Come on. Oh my gosh. Follow me. Follow me. You're so stinking cute. I want different colors. Like a pink one. Are you mine already? Follow me. And we'll get one more. So they can be a little trio. Actually, we'll get one more. Actually, is there any other colors? Or is this the only colors? Yeah, these are the only colors. Okay, little guys. Do we have 4 of you? We have 3. Okay, so we need one more. You. Do you like me? No. No. Okay. Come here. Oh, they're so stinking cute! Okay, well, actually, yeah, we need to go out this way. Anyways. I want that freaking stinger. Do I even have meat on me like that? I do! We're gonna get that stinger. We are gonna get that stinger. Because I'm afraid of these guys hurting the stinger, I'm gonna go ahead and sit them down. They're so cute! Oh my god. Hello, guy. You're so cool looking. Okay, we're at 85%, guys. 92, 96. Oh my gosh, he loved me instantly. Oh, that's so perfect. So cool. Yeah, I think this gotta be the coolest variant ever of this dragon. So I can't take him with me. So I'm gonna go ahead and sit him here. I look, you might just have to ride him all the way home. I mean, he is pretty fast. Oh boy. I think we could do it. We could totally do it. I see the tower. I see all the homes. Oh, I'm so grateful to be home. But we do have to go back. Hello, I'm back. I told you I would be back. All right, now we make the long, excruciatingly painful flight home. Okay, we are almost home. That was maybe like 3 minutes of my life. I don't understand why that was so far. But we made it back home. Okay, and then I'll just have these little babies come with me. Oh my god, look! He grew up! Oh my gosh, these all are gonna grow up. Okay, but we don't have a home for any of them. Aw. They're so cute! They're so tiny! What the heck? They barely compare to my size. Oh my god. And we have quite the dragons to look at when we come out here in a minute. In fact, we might actually just sleep first. Yeah, we'll sleep first. Everybody don't look, don't look, don't look, don't look. We'll wait for the reveal after I sleep. How big is our... I think he's like just a tad bit bigger than our triple strike. Wow, he's huge. Let's take a look at how he looks. The walk is cool. Wow, the flight is so cool. I like how the wings are like kind of out of sync in a way to simulate like real flying. I do appreciate that. And then we have our Dusk Alpha. I love her like pink eye and the yellow eye. Wow, she's so cool. Then we have our Shattered Spark. He's huge. Look at me compared to him. Hopefully this area will become a little less laggy once I get all of these guys out of here. And this is the overgrown log. The markings are so cool on this dragon, hence why he's one of my favorites. But he needs to go in that. You need your own stall over here. You guys are all gonna grow up very shortly, so you're gonna need homes over here. And look at all our baby dragons. We officially are done collecting the smaller dragons.
Today, we're gonna focus on the dragons that we have left. So the only dragons we have left are the Slitherwing, the Prick Gobble, please correct me if I said that wrong, the Grave Napper, and a Monstrous Nightmare with 4 wings. I forgot what they're called, actually. But since those are left, I think the only one that we're gonna tackle today, oh, and the Timberjack. Yes, we also have to collect the Timberjack. I think the only dragon we aren't gonna collect today are possibly gonna be the Timberjack and the Grave Napper, just because the Timberjacks are massive dragons and I don't know where to put him. And the Grave Napper is a lot of grinding. I mean Subnautica level grinding, ladies and gentlemen. So we are actually gonna go ahead and get started today on collecting the dragons that we need. Actually, first, we're gonna actually get started with naming some of the dragons you guys have left in my comments. Let's go and take a look at who we're naming today. I'm gonna start off with some of the most important here. I have my list up and ready to go. First of all, we have our little hearts dragon here. Her name is Aphrodite. Next, we have our Light Fury here, who is named Tiramisu, actually one of my favorites. And then for our Stalking Blooms, we have Wisteria, which is this beautiful girl right here. And then we have a Rosie for our Rose Stalking Bloom. And then for one of our Alpha Light Furies, her name is Moonlight. Next, we're gonna move on to some of the bigger dragons. Our Sentinel here is named Midnight, and then over here, our Skrill over here is named Sparks. Now, if we go over here, our Silver Phantom, her name is Cherry. I love that name because she's pink. I think that was perfect. We have a name for our big dragons. Our Screaming Death here is named Monarch. I thought it was so perfect because look at the wings. Doesn't that remind you of a monarch butterfly? Nonetheless, our Scoldron here, his name is Orca. Look at him blowing. Oh, I guess he doesn't want to blow bubbles for me. All right. And then our Crimson Gorgutter here is named Croissant. I thought that was a perfect name. Our Stinger here is named Aurora Borealis. I thought that was perfect because he literally does look like one. Our Gullet Gulper is named Feathers. I thought that was so cute since he looks like a seagull. Next, our creepy little guy right here, his name is Gums. We're actually gonna move upstairs now because our Triple Strike is named Liberty, since he kind of looks very American. I thought that was such a perfect name. Next, we're gonna move on to the Light Knights and Night Lights. We actually have a name for our Light Knight here. Our Light Knight here is named Dart. Next, we have a name for our Gale Chaser, who is all the way at the top right here. Our Gale Chaser here is named Galaxy. And finally, if we move over here to our Death Gripper, his name, wait, I'm not there yet. Here he is. Our Death Gripper is named Ivory. I thought it was perfect since he kind of has tusks like an elephant and he's all white. Such a beautiful name. Wow, look at the star pattern on our Shadow Snatcher. Anyways, now we're gonna get to some building. Okay, I just finished building the top layer of this. I think it looks super good. Definitely adds height. I just realized my shaders aren't on. I'm sorry about that. I will fix that after I'm done. But I think it looks great. But guess who grew up? Our Ancient Grovewing. He looks so cool. Yeah, he's gonna need a place up there. And now I'm trying to figure out if I could fit this guy on here or if he has to go on the bigger stalls. Yeah, he fits, kind of. His tail's poking out just a tad, which I think is fine. He looks so cute. Yeah, he fits here. I think our next mission now is to move one of our dragons up there because it would be easier for me. I want to keep all my sand wraiths together. Ooh, we should definitely do this guy. He definitely seems like he gets a little bit of a bigger space. There we go. Park him over here. Okay, he looks cute. He's got blue in his mouth. Aw. They both look good right here. Okay, perfect. And then we just need to build up
a big space for you and the crimson gore gutter, and then we can go ahead and put our really cool stinger up in here. Let's put him over here. I kind of want to put him next to Lavender already. Oh, he's a little far to the... Actually, let's just put him in. There we go. There we go. Aw, look at him. I keep my speed stingers together, like I said. We might have to do some barn reorganization, including this guy, where I don't know where I'm going to put him. But for now, we can go ahead and put him... Oop, I'm out of room. Alright. Here? Yeah, that's fine. Actually, I'm gonna put him one over just because of his tail. There we go. Now he looks like he fits on here. Cute. But yeah, we need to go build a platform for him and our crimson gore gutter, and then we can move on with putting all these guys over there, which shouldn't be a big problem. And now it's raining. Okay, I will see you guys once I add this. Okay, so I did add 2 little areas for my dragons to sit. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our little Grovewing, and he is lucky enough to have his space invaded by the gigantic screaming death, so I hope he likes to share. There we go. He's such a cool dragon, actually. We haven't really gotten a chance to look at him. Wow, whoa, that is weird. So he doesn't fly like the normal dragons. I don't think he kicks you off either if you don't have a saddle. Oh, he does. Disproven, alright. But he's cool. I do like him. He looks good right next to our screaming death. And now we need to put our little crimson gore gutter, who's been sitting over here so patiently. And this guy is a big boy. Does he even fit? I think he does. He does. Why does his wings have to spread out? Just fold him in, buddy. Fold him in. Alright. Well, that works. He's kind of staring at some logs, but that's okay. Don't really think he paid for a view or anything. Hello, Loki. That's great. So, to get down, it's kind of weird. You have to step down here, go around here, and there's the ladders. Not really convenient or conventional, but it works. It works. There's ways to change it. And now we are going to work on the Light Fury and just add 2 more little areas there to accommodate our Light Fury variants. We might actually get more, so we need to worry about that later. But in the meantime, I thought we'd take a little break and open up some of our egg crates. We'll get anything good. Oh my god, wait, what? Okay, we did get something good. And it's a night, and it's, oh my gosh, and it's a light night. My goodness. Okay, not anything too crazy, but we got like a light night, which is what I wanted. So, I mean, I'm not complaining. I am really not complaining. I'm gonna go hatch them right now. This needs to be hatched. Oh, and that needs to be replaced. Oh, I'm out of wood. Eggs. Alright. Here. Chill. Wait. Do you have? Yeah, it's pink. Okay. Sorry, little side tangent. Okay, and then we'll build this up as well. Okay, so we have finished adding 2 areas in here. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna move our stocking blooms over just a tad. I'm gonna start with dragon here, and then move over. Okay, we move these 2 over. So now we can put the 4 of the dragons that we want in here. Here comes Aphrodite. Here's Aphrodite. Tiramisu! Alright, let's go Tiramisu. Put Tiramisu across from Persephone. Not Persephone. Aphrodite, oh my gosh. Getting my Greek mixed up a little bit. Then we have our Obsidian. Let's go Obsidian. Put you over here. Right across from Obsidian. There we go. Cool. It's raining again. Everyone looks so good in their little pens. Forgot which floor you're on, buddy. I think you're on this floor. There we go. Oh. Let's back up. Check on our egg. I don't even know what they look like, hence I don't know what their color is. So this is gonna be a surprise for me. Oh my goodness. You're purple! Oh, let's get a better look at her. Let's see if we can get her out of here. You got it? Yes! Oh my gosh. Whoa, look at her wings. They're so pretty. Freckles Alpha. Is that because there's like little freckles on your face? Oh, wow, she's so pretty. Okay, we'll wait for you to grow up, I guess here. Whoa, okay, all right, I'm gonna go to bed. Okay, beautiful, beautiful new day. Your legs are sticking out, buddy. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Look at his little feet sticking out. How does he sleep? Does he just sleep like a cat, or his like legs are down, or is that just like a bug? That's so silly. Oh my gosh. Hey little guy. You even got like freckles on your little alpha spots. I think that's so cute. Aw, definitely one of my favorites. So as far as collecting, we got all the smaller dragons. We got all the bigger dragons, except for the forever dragon and the screaming bone thingy. I think it's time, actually, to tame a red death. Because now what we need left, to be honest, is a Hackatoo. I don't even know what a Hackatoo is. Do you guys know what a Hackatoo is? Maybe I don't. Yeah, so all I need left is a grave napper. Oh, I need a storming nightmare. But I said I wasn't gonna hatch one until I had like one I wanted. We don't have a slitherwing. We don't have a wolfing, which is where the red death spawns. So I think it's time to make some feed bundles and we can get ready to tame the red death. So I found out wolf fangs aren't actually tameable. Okay, so I crafted 33 feed bundles, including 7 dragon marinated feeds. So I hope that's enough. And then we are gonna suit up here. Cool thing about this armor that I found out was you can actually make the face pop open. So I still look a little beefy, but at least you could see my face. As far as who we're taking, we are gonna take good old reliable Leviathan. Yeah, Leviathan. I think he's the perfect dragon for this battle because he's got like a little scar on his face. He's got some war history. So we are going to use him. We need to get him below 25% HP so that we can actually tame him. Okay, let's start this battle. Hopefully it's not too intense. You have 300 health, buddy. That is a lot of health. All right. Okay, there we go. Okay, he's below half health, so I'm confused. Do I tame him mid-air? Like what's the issue here? Okay, here goes. Okay, there we go. Yeah, and he's just blowing bruh! What? Oh, okay, so now you're attacking me. Interesting. Okay, time out. Okay, this is gonna be a challenge because... Okay. Oh, I need to go in the water ASAP. Ooh. I think there is a way to get him on the ground. Okay, so we're gonna need some refined dragon root and refined dragon root remedy. I think that's my problem right now. I'm trying my best to get him out of the sky. It's just not working. I believe I have some refined root at home, and we will come back and shoot him in the sky. Okay, so we are back. We crafted the arrows. It turns out I needed something called dragon root to make dragon root arrows, which gave me... I should stop wasting them. I only have like 32. But supposedly it makes them come out of the air. So hopefully this works, because if it doesn't, then I don't know what to do. Can I hit this? No? There we go. All right. He's on the ground. Okay. Ow. He's hurting me. Get in the water. There we go. I'm gonna give him this. Yeah? Oh my gosh. Okay, it's working. Wait, I'm actually like freaking out. This is crazy. Oh my gosh, we're so close, guys. Wait. Okay, here we go. No, you like me. Oh, it's because he's not below X amount of health. Okay, I see. Oh, did I just waste all my food bundles then? Boom. You're below your required health. I'm confused. Okay, and then I'm gonna go over here. Seriously, why? Okay, I'm gonna give you 1 remedy. I don't even care anymore. No! Okay, where are you? I see you. Okay. Sit. Come here, you suck! Wait, did I win over your affection? What's going on here? Please! We got him! Yay, look at us. Oh, look at us. We got a pygmy. Oh, I'm so happy. Let's go ahead and sit over here. Our pygmy is gonna need a home. No! I forgot it was on follow. Oh, are we kidding me? This is so bad and it's laggy. Even through the lag, let's just admire our pygmy. Oh, he's like an orca. That's so and he sits like a cat. That's so cute. Let's go ahead and figure this out. Oh, and they're all up in there. Oh, it's so bad. Oh, this is gonna take me ages. Okay, everybody is back in place now. That was actually 20 minutes of my life. That was a lot of work. We tamed a pygmy? Look at the eyes. That's so cool. And he will have a special place up there, which I need to build. Okay, guys, so I did a few things. First thing being is I added this ladder up here to get up top. And we also built 2 more platforms for our pygmy death, who looks absolutely amazing right here. And another area for whatever kind of dragon. I'm hoping that's for the grave napper. I'm probably gonna have to build 2 more spaces out because we are gonna go look for the slitherwing and the prickboggle, and the grave napper I'm going to save for another video because that is a lot of grinding. That is like Subnautica level grinding because it already took me a while to get that one. The one with the big head, that one. That looks like a snake. But instead, we are actually gonna go take one of our skrills off to the sparse jungle. But which skrill is the question? I do like our regular skrill. I really like our skrill napper. Ooh, but I love our skrill cutter. I think I'm gonna take our skrill napper. Alright, let me just take your saddle, buddy. Please and thank you. Here we go. Let's put this hat on you. And let's fly out. He is super fast. I love how cool the flight animation is on the skrills. It's my absolute favorite. Alright, and we're gonna make our way over here and find a slitherwing. And then right after, we are gonna go to a snowy taiga and look for the prickboggle. Okay, we are here in the sparse jungle. Now we just have to find a slitherwing. Why does this hoot wing look like Freddy Fazbear? What the heck? That's a slitherwing! Wait, why is it underground like that? I don't like that. Hello. Why are you stuck in there? Oh yeah, there we go. Wow, look at you go, buddy. You're flying. Wait, did I tame him? Wait, what the hell's going on? Whoa! Look at the way he moves! And look at the way he flies. Oh, he's kind of fast for a flyer. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, let's make it back home. Alright, we are going this way. Okay, so we have made it back home with our slitherwing. Look how cute he is. Look at my guy. Oh my gosh, look how cute he is. Okay, I'm gonna wonder if he will fit over there. I think he's gonna need a bigger stall. Okay, that's fine. Let's put him over here right next to our grove wing. There we go. Now he has all the room in the world. There we go. He's so cool. I actually really like this kind of dragon. Let's now go ahead and look for our hobblegrut. I think that's what it's called, right? He's in the snow. I've seen a bunch of them before. They eat fish, and then I think after we get him, we'll go ahead and end off this video, and we'll grab— oh, wait, look. Our light night grew. She's so pretty, what the heck? Wow, look at her. Alright, let's go off to a snowy biome. I don't know about you guys, but this is actually so magical for me right now. Just the way this looks. There's one. Oh, look, and there's a timberjack. Wait, don't fly away! Maybe there's more over here. Oh wait, there's one right here, but I don't like the way that one looks. That's kind of mean though, I'm not gonna lie. Whoa. That's so cool. Hello, buddy. Can you come down out of the air? That would be— ooh, look at this guy. This guy's cool. Okay, here we go. Sit you, and then I'm gonna go over here. Let's chill out. Let's not go crazy or anything. Okay, there we go. You want to go into this cave? That's fine. You know, it's a bit cold out there and rainy. I get it. Okay, we're at 90%. Oh. You're gonna suffocate me to death? Okay, thank you. Oh, nice, we got him. That was pretty simple. Look at his antlers, they're so cool. Oh, and the little spikes on his tail. Wait, that is actually so cool. I feel like I haven't really looked at this dragon yet before. I love the wings. I love the wings and how they lay on the ground. That's pretty cool. Yeah, and the antlers are probably my favorite part of this dragon.
And the tail is really cool too. Okay, I'm gonna need you to follow me. Look at him go. He's so cute. All right, let's go back home. Home is where? It's over here. So we are back home with our prick boggle and our skrill napper. So let's go ahead and find a place for our prick boggle. I was thinking, oh, and we have 2 dragons on this right now. Hold on, give me a second. All right, here we go. I was thinking maybe I could put him up here if he fits, but we will see. I mean, kind of. I mean, you look really happy about it. Honestly, yeah, he kind of does. He's kind of on like the very like edge of it. So maybe I could push him this way. I don't think that did anything. And now I have to get back up. Let me just push you a little farther. Yeah, like that. Does that work for you? Yes? No, I don't think so. Okay, let's just go ahead and put him over here. Oh, we don't really have room for him over here. I thought we did. Okay, well, I guess over here is gonna have to suffice because I don't really have anywhere else to put you, buddy. So this is just gonna have to be your home for now. I hope you're okay with that. It's just for a little bit. It's just for a little bit. And then we can go ahead and put our skrill napper back.
Hello everybody, welcome back to my Isle of Berk series. For those of you who are eating right now while watching this, I hope your food is absolutely amazing and I'm not interrupting the best bite of your life. Also, I got a new mic, so I'm really hoping I sound nice and crisp and clear for you guys. In fact, here's some ASMR to demonstrate how good this mic is. I hope that was enjoyable. Last episode, we collected the Slitherwing, the Hobblegrut, and Pygmy Death, which was a really good haul. But today is a really exciting episode because we are finishing off this series by collecting the last dragons that we have left. We still need the Timberjack, and we're also going to be looking through the caves to try and find one of my favorites, which is the Grave Napper. So to get started, I think I have everything that I could possibly need for this trip. I think the only thing I need to grab is some bread real quick. So the great thing about this interactive map that I have right here in the top right corner of my screen is that if I dig just a little bit down, I can see all the caves around me. Grave nappers spawn in these caves, and they spawn in these like little nest areas. And so in order to find these nest areas, we have to fly all the way out somewhere new. This is where we landed. We flew kind of a bit farther out. We flew all the way down here. So we are going to set our dragon right down here, and we are going to actually dig down. All right, let's dig down. Okay, guys, so basically I dig down to this level and I use this map to kind of scope out where the nests are. I'm not going to do it manually because A, that will take 1 million years. This one up here, so this is a Whispering Death nest. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a waypoint right here, and we're going to mark that spot. And what we're going to do is we're going to do that over and over again. So now that we have everything marked on a map, we are going to dig back up, hop on our dragon, and fly to one of our marked waypoints once we slowly get back up here. All right, ladies. So the next plan here is I'll literally just sit my dragon on top of this waypoint and we will dig straight down. But first, there are way too many mobs, so we are going to actually sleep. So that is exactly what we're looking for right there. I'm gonna get down there. Oh, all right. We can do this, ladies. I got this. Okay. Don't shoot at me. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. Okay. I gave them both dragon ip. Oh, hell no. There we go. Freaking clutch for that. Did we get it? Nope. That's a regular Whispering Death egg. Okay. I'm gonna look around for any more before we leave here. Oh no, they're mad. They're so mad. That's a regular Whispering Death. Okay, but guys, chill. We can talk about this. We see any more eggs before we get the hell out of here? No. I don't see any. Got a dripstone. Oh, here. No. Okay. Okay, let's try to get out of here.
I'm glad I didn't overreact there. Hello, gorgeous. I am back. So that was a fail. I'm just gonna delete that waypoint. All right, we are off somewhere next. Ooh, we have got a lot over here. I think I'd rather go here instead. A lot of noises. I love her wings. It's so pretty. Did they update the way they fly? I feel like it's a lot more bouncy. Yeah, I think they did. All right, we got 1,000 more blocks to go. So the forest, okay. I like. Ooh, okay. We're in the water this time, lovely. I already see an egg. Here we go, let's break it. No, okay. No. Oh, here we go. Here's another one. No, guys. I feel so unlucky right now. No! Oh! Bro, we gotta go all the way back. Gosh dang it. I should have set my spawn point. Alright, well. This blows. Okay, we are back. I stopped at a ship real quick to grab some stuff. This could either go A, really bad, or B, really bad. I'm just gonna send it. I'm just gonna send it. Where did I die? In this corner? Alright, goodbye, fellas. I am gone. We didn't get the egg we needed. So, here's the plan. I'm gonna set my dragons to follow me. Alright, we're gonna go to this one over here. We're gonna try the same tactic. I'm gonna put my bed right here. All right, it's here. Okay, here's one. Whispering death. Okay, let's not shoot me, please. I'm so scared. You guys don't even know. No. Freaking out for no reason. Here's one. No! Are we serious? Oh my freaking god. Please. No matter how many times I freaking feed these things, it doesn't even matter. Let me go to bed. I'm tired. Let me go to sleep. Question is, will I die from fall damage? Probably. I'm gonna send it anyways. Hey! But we're gonna send it anyways. Ah. Okay, there's one more egg. No! Ah! Oh, get me out! My feeble heart, I can't take this. Yeah. Shoot at me all you want. I am gone. Back up we go. Get me out of here. Okay, we made it. Let's grab our bed and let's get out of here. Okay. All right. Getting straight to it. Feel almost offended. It was basically find some caves, mine some eggs, see if I got the grave napper, and this went on for hours. But then this happened. What is that? Wait, what the hell? It's a screaming death? What the wait, what? Wait, that's not what I was expecting? Wait, don't kill me. Whoa! So this is not gonna work out. First of all, I don't need you, and B, I can't even get the eggs from there because I'm just gonna get murked. Okay, alright, I guess next. But oh my gosh, Bro's doing a little jiggy. It's okay, I'm happy to find you too, but you're not a grave napper. Okay, so we are gonna head to this nest. I swear I have collected more eggs than I can count. I mean, it's ridiculous. We're gonna keep this going, but I've been at this for like literal hours. I'm not even joking. I'm looking at my clock. I've been digging for eggs for like 2 hours, guys. It has been exhausting. Ooh, what was that?
Oh my god. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Is that a bone napper? Wait, I can't see it properly. I think that's a bone napper. Oh my gosh, it is! Okay. That beats the egg mining thing. Gosh, I am so glad. Okay, what do they eat? Okay, so it says they eat bone food bundles. So I'm gonna go back and make some of those. My only question is, how am I going to tame him with this other whispering death? With all these whispering deaths nearby? Because that's gonna be, like, very challenging. We're 3,000 blocks away! No! We have only 8 bone feed bundles. We have enough fish. We just need to kill more sheep. Give more bones. Oh, wow. Okay. Sniped. Holy. My dragon don't play like that, I guess. Protect me. Yeah, you get him, wolf. You get him, wolf. Yeah, take him out. Take him out. You got it. But the skeleton is fearing for his life. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna die. I died to a skeleton? Where am I? Okay, so we were able to get 33 more bone feed bundles. Well, I guess we're also taming a timberjack right after this, which will be very simple. I have raw salmon. All right, let's go. I've got the raw salmon. I've got dragon root remedy. I will see you guys in approximately about 3,400 blocks. I am going to sleep. I have dragon nip. Okay, the bone napper is over here. I'm gonna be smart about this. I'm scared for my life, guys. All right. I can't get to it. Taming it says zero. What do you mean? He's not taking the feed bundles. Is there a different kind? Yeah, it literally says bone feed bundle, guys. And he's not eating it. And they're all in a corner together. Are they scared of me? I need them to disperse from whatever huddle they have going on over there, because I really don't want to deal with dying right now, especially here. I don't want one of them to fire at me, but then hit another dragon, and then they end up all trying to kill each other. That would not be very fun. Okay, so after finding out some research on how to actually tame the bone napper, turns out that the actual website is not fully updated yet, and they do take chicken as of now. I don't know when that will get updated, but we have to go back. Oh, I have some raw chicken right here, and we have to go back and kill some chicken so we can tame this guy. All right, so we have to go back home now to grab chicken. It's not like I just spent hours collecting a bunch of stuff for bone feed. Look at her, isn't she so pretty? With their eyes glowing. Man, I love this dragon. All right, chicken. Do we have any? No? Oh my gosh. Kind of dislike how the chickens are brown because they really blend in with the ground. And it's very hard for me to see. Any chicken? We have 18. I need like 30. Okay, we have 20. We need like 10. We're back. We have our chicken. We're finally gonna do this. Oh my gosh, it's flying. Trust me, ladies. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna be calm and composed. Freaking out right now. I can't see anything, but I don't want to make any sudden movements, please. I'm so freaking scared right now. It's not attacking me. Bro, this is going so slowly. Please. Okay. 81. 85, ladies and gentlemen. 85. Okay. 92. Wait, don't go closer to them, please. Stop. No. They're gonna attack me, please. Did I get him? I did! Oh my gosh! I got him! I couldn't even see myself. And I'm really scared to move right now because there is some whispering death.
Lord. Okay, let's get out of here, please. And thank you. Can I blow like a hole in the roof, or is this gonna happen? Wait, do I have a saddle? I do. Wait, is being fast his like ability? Oh, being invisible is his ability. Yeah, look at him. He can be invisible. That makes it even scarier, kind of. We are just gonna take one of our dragons and just try to blast our way through the ground. Oh, look at him sleeping. He's like curled up in a little ball. Okay, man, let's go. Okay. Oh my gosh, everybody's here. Okay, well, I wish I could see him, but this is the best I can do. No, this is not the best I can do. Oh, look at him. So this is, I've got to say, one of the rarest dragons in the game. A lot of people say like, oh, the rarest dragon is not the grave napper. It's probably like an alpha albino night fury. Well, too bad, so sad. In my opinion, this has got to be the rarest. Okay, we are finally home. Look at them. I mean, like, they're so cool. Monarch looks so good next to him. I like the horns on this one, though. Oh, excuse me. Let's go and check and see how our Monstrous Nightmare is doing. 35%. Okay. Because this chunk hasn't been loaded in properly for a long time, he is not fully done hatching yet. So we do have to wait. No, we're going to go ahead and find a timberjack. I'm going to take my albino night fury. Okay. So we are now looking for a timberjack. Let's see if we can. Oh, this guy's cool. Okay, I want to get him out of the air. I didn't bring my arrows. Come here. Come here. Okay. He was about to attack me. I saw it. I think this has got to be one of the most boring tames I have ever been in my entire life. Can we not fly in the air? There's a... Oh, get away from the creeper! No! Okay. Scared me shitless. But look how pretty he is. Okay, I should get down before I kill myself. Oh my goodness. Like, I mean, look how gorgeous he is. I love the way they fly. Okay, where's my dragon? Now we can go home, which is this way. Okay, so we have our timberjack here. He is so cool looking. Look at him. Look at his wings. They're gigantic. I love it. It's so cool. I think a good place to put this guy is on top of our home right there. Does that work? Yeah, look at that. That's so cool. Look how cool that is. Y'all can't tell me that's not tough. Oh, that's so sick. Last things last is our Monstrous Nightmare, who we have to wait to hatch, and then we are finally done with collecting all the dragons in this mod pack. I was literally just scrolling on my phone and I got burned by this dragon. Okay, great start. Because we have to put out the fire that the dragon is in. And it's nighttime. Lovely. Alright, we have our water. Now we gotta go all the way back. I'm still on fire. Where's my stuff? Why am I still burning? Are we serious? Did you burn my stuff? Nah, you burned my stuff? Are we serious? He burned all of my stuff? What am I gonna do now? Oh wait, I have pork chop right here. What am I doing? Okay. I guess our goal is to just put water on him and hope he doesn't keep burning. There we go. Got 4 wings, buddy. You also burned up my stuff, which really pisses me off.
His 4 wings are so incredibly cool. I love that about him. That's so sick. The sitting animation is so cool. That's all the dragons that we need left. I think we're gonna end off this episode here. Alright everybody, that's gonna wrap up the Isle of Berk series. Thank you guys so much for all the support throughout this journey. It really meant a lot. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like and subscribe, and get ready because we've got more dragon content coming soon. I'll see you in the next one.